Well, we need to reply. I don't really care. Right, yo, welcome along. It is episode something of the Sundering. 7, 8, 8, 8, 8, 7, 8, 8. Further journeys begin. To recap, last session we were. Our house was ever so slightly renovated by Calabasta Singapore, the great blue dragon who stuck his head in where head was necessary. And he tasked you with finding Bahamut, who apparently was wandering the wilderness as a mortal once more. He told you to look out for a platinum dragon. I'm sure you'll be thrilled to find him when he turns up. You were also had a polite visit from a skeletal merchant named Relix. Relix asked if you had any water to trade, but then swiftly you realized that there was no way you would be able to provide the amount of water he was asking for, as you don't have the ability to sort of maneuver lakes or rivers, etc. Glax found out his patron may be a lot closer than he thought, though technically he has no idea where he is. And, technically he has no idea where she is. Got that backwards. Shira Everpedal had a very quiet session, in contemplation of life, as Moon's connection was screwed. And Kiaran buried some halflings alive and got haunted because of it. And is being chased by a revenant for the rest of the campaign, as far as we know, unless we find some way to fix that shit.
I don't think we're going to wish a wish on Salty.
Well, no, but Kiaran, Kiaran is quite useful. Despite Salty's being the player, Kiaran is, a tank. So at some point we may need to fix this revenant issue. Nevertheless,
if I instead took Patron of the Genie, managed to get high enough level to get the wish spell, could I wish for the world to go back to normal?
No, that's beyond the scope of a standard wish spell.
Regardless, Eric can if they call upon their god.
What you need god? A couple genies to come together to do something like that.
The entire pantheon of the gods couldn't stop this from happening. They're not going to be able to fix it. Besides, they caused it. Regardless, today I have playing with me Jamal.
Hey guys, it's Jamal playing Venice, our Cockroach Horizon Walker Ranger Fighter.
I have Moon.
I am Moon playing Shira Everpedal, our evocation fairy wizard.
I have Oscar.
Hello, I'm Oscar or Salty. I'll be playing Kiaran Mosslight, the Circle of the Moon for Bog Druid.
I have Darth.
Hi, I'm Darth. I'll be playing Verdun Winterbrook, the Oath of Redemption Paladin, ASMR Paladin.
And I have Josh.
I'm going to do my best Jamal impression. Hi, I'm Josh. I'm going to be playing Glax, the Goblin Archfey Warlock.
He sounds like hey guys, Jamal here.
The thing is, he sounded perfectly perky like a minute ago. As soon as I asked him to speak, he was like, no.
No, it's only in the introductions, because he's always fine afterwards, but it's in the introductions. It's like he's reading from a script.
So, this is Relix. And Relix is going to be traveling with you. Over to the land of Morena. He has told you that his master has...
The great city of Morena.
The great city. Well, it's city in process of Morena. He has told you that his master has taken over a villa and has raised a few other buildings in the process. You also are headed towards what appears to be a bastion of humanity, though as yet nobody has been able to give you any form of estimate as to how far that city is. So you're hoping that perhaps the master of Relix will be able to tell you.
If I remember correctly, Relix said that one of the guides knows the way, which is why we agreed to go with him.
Yeah, indeed.
All right.
Correct.
I just wanted to make sure.
Today we are going to remember that we also have with us a lovely little gnome called Gav, or Gavin. He took a session off last session. I think he disappeared with Moon's connection.
No,
But nevertheless,
he was pooping his pants last
he
session.
was terrified. That is true. And the group of you were ready. Did you long rest all? Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good. Please make
We
sure
long
that you have done
rested
that if you haven't.
before relics came in.
Because according to my screen, Fennis is currently in the process of making death saves.
I'm not.
You know?
I have
Okay,
full
cool.
HP.
That's fine, marvelous. Well, in that case, you won't be dead. Fantastic. And with this, you are able to set out along the road. So, if you remember, our halfling village was taken over by a minor slice of Elysium. Sorry, not Paradisium. Elysium was like a pure paradise, a verdant green. I should really stop using that word. A luscious green sort of paradise, really. A babbling brook, although filled slightly with ash, goes through the center of this green land filled with flowers of many different colors. And at the beginning of your journey, the walk will be easy and pleasant. I'm assuming we're summoning Klopp to lead the cart.
Mm-hmm.
Who's responsible for Klopp and the statuette or figurine?
I have the figurine on me,
Do you?
so I guess I'm somewhat.
The cart's sort of your responsibility as a player, isn't it? So why
Yeah.
not as a character? Fennis summons Klopp out and.
That's for a second there. It's like, I don't want anything to do with this shit.
Sort of Relics looks over and wow, that's quite something you've got. Did he have a voice last session? He didn't have a voice last session, did he? Well, he had,
I
did he?
think so.
Good.
No, he did have a voice. That's
Oh,
how
well.
we were able to communicate.
I think he's asking if he had an accent. But
I realized that after I finished saying that isn't what you meant.
He is perfectly
I'm
capable
just-
of talking. He didn't sit
If you
down
could
to
see
murk
me,
his
I
stool.
would be. If you could see me right now, I'm shaking my fucking head.
Yes. So
all
anyway,
I have to say, Darth.
Relics takes one look at Klopp, and wow, that's
God damn
quite a creation you've got there. Is that something you brought with you through the what are they calling this? Calamity, anyway.
The Sundering,
The Sundering, is that what they're going with? Interesting.
I
The New World
believe.
Order.
I like to go with the shit show.
That too.
My master calls it his brother's stupid mistake, but I think that's a personal vendetta.
Your master?
My master.
I
who
call it
created the city.
Burden's master's mistake.
No. Master, there's a discrepancy between master and god there.
Yeah, I'm not a warlock.
Yeah.
Nothing against Glax. It's just
Yeah, we'd hate for you to actually be useful.
Anyway,
Ladies.
regardless, when the two of you have
Let's-
finished bantering, Relic says, yeah, it's a wonderful contraption. Did you have that with you before the calamity?
We picked it up in the city.
Oh.
picked up in some ruins. Let's say that. I don't know if it really could be called a city anymore, since there's no one in it.
Indeed, cities
Well,
are.
fair enough. The ruins of a city, I guess.
That is why my master's work is so great, for he is starting the beginnings of a city. Isn't that wonderful?
Yes. A grand city, of course, yes.
It is difficult, don't you think? The morality of whether the things that have been left behind by those who didn't survive the calamity should be taken freely by those who remain.
I found
That's
myself
the
struggling.
third part of shit.
Sorry, Kieran, you said?
I found myself struggling with that dilemma quite a bit also.
My view on it, at least, waste not, want not.
Well, indeed.
Feel that no person who created any of these things would be upset nor angry with us for using their inventions they no longer can use.
That's fair enough. I just when I guess I really haven't taken anything from
Well,
that.
it's not like any of them. It's not like any of them were alive to be upset or angry about it.
Well, that's the problem,
That's
is we
like-
don't know, do we?
Stealing from them.
Yeah, and the thing that haunts me is the memory of the person, really.
Well, be that as it may, we are about to go through an area of memory. There are many ruined houses on our journey. We will be entering through what appears to be a village from another place, perhaps even another time. Though it is filled with nothing but echoes of those past. I personally don't find myself affected, as perhaps I am somewhat akin to them, but, well, it is best to keep one's mind firm upon one's goal, I think.
Fair enough.
How are we looking on rations and food and stuff like that again?
You've been hunting day by day, but today and tomorrow you have good berries.
Yeah, I'm kind
Kiaran
of gonna
has
turn to the
10.
group and say, as much as I do agree that we should attempt to keep the memory of those who have passed. At the same time, we are also low on supplies, so
That's fair enough.
We as the ones who survived must do our best too.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I mean, I know that I can supply food for myself, and while mothers might choose to eat something else, I know that I'm sure Glax here would prefer to eat this as well.
Yes, and you can only provide it for as long as you can find fresh berries, correct? Yes, so it's today.
Yes, I have 10, but you said they only last for 2 days, so.
Yeah, so for now, it's just 2 days worth of food.
I much prefer
That's what I thought it was for 2 days.
vegetation and fruits to meat as well.
You can't be too picky in this world, though.
I was ready to eat the lamb.
The lamb.
I was pretty alright with eating the lamb, if you recall.
Yeah. As long as I'm able to supply something that's differential to having to slaughter the livelihood of this world, I'm sure that others would agree, especially Glax and possibly.
Livelihood is not something we'll be coming across anytime soon. We are going to cross what they're now calling the Whispers of the Dead. Just after this lovely area of quite beautiful verdant green grass. I really will stop using that word shortly.
I hope not.
We are going to come across something rather dark and unpleasant. I will warn you, there are many hunters within.
I think this whole world is unpleasant.
Josh, you said?
But I'm not saying this in character. I was just going to say that's such an interesting thought. And I know that you probably haven't done it, but that would be such a cool thing if, like, it makes total sense that if a god smite the earth, like, why wouldn't time also go out of whack? Like, it would be so cool to, like, walk around and then suddenly there's, like, people from, like, the 1920s roaming around, like, what is going on?
Yeah, I haven't gone that way. No, you're not going to encounter anything from the future, but nevertheless. It is about...
Hunters, what...
Oh,
I was
yes.
Hunters, in what sense?
Let's just say that occasionally we might be the prey in this journey. Only the hardiest monsters have survived the Whispers of the Dead. Indeed, when I came through, I was pursued by some very large beasts. Unusual, though. They stood perhaps 30 feet tall and 60 feet in length, and had many spines upon their back.
That sounds familiar.
Is that...
Does it?
Yeah, does that sound like the description of, like, the burrower that we fought?
No. It's fair to say that none of you would ever have encountered one of these creatures.
Okay.
As they were created by the Cataclysm.
Okay, never mind. It sounds familiar, it isn't.
Yeah, no. Oh, you're thinking of the Remoraz? No, this is no burrowing creature. This stands 30 feet in height, right, from the ground.
Oh.
Yes, indeed. And they were traveling in packs. Quite terrifying.
Even better.
Yes, well, we'll do our best to avoid those, but I assure you I am a mighty warrior. I will defend us if it is necessary. Cav looks over and, well, that's good. More protectors.
I feel at ease with you on our side. I'll roll my eyes.
I'm currently remembering what happened to our... Go ahead, Jamal.
I would still rather avoid any fights we don't need to take.
Oh, well, of course. Fighting is...
I'm currently remembering the last defender that we had, his last fate, so...
Yeah, I mean, he got eaten, but he defended you quite well before he did get eaten.
It's true. He did,
yes.
Quite.
Yeah, it's just my thought is we have limited supplies and arrows only last so long.
I miss Axel.
Actually, we run out. That would be a problem.
I miss Axel too.
Did you say you're running out of arrows?
Not yet, but if we take every fight in the world, then we will do.
Well, indeed. I do know that in the villa that my master has settled in, there are some old parts of ammunition. One of the rooms in the blacksmith was once a workshop for one of the blacksmiths there. Indeed, there may be some goods there that you could make use of. Remind me when we get to the great city of Morena. Yes,
if we can...
Glax? Go
ahead, Glax.
I was just going to say, as Fennis like talks about like running out of arrows and stuff, Glax will like hold out his hand and like a little puff of like pink like puff of wind, as Prestidigitation says, will like come out, and I'm just like he's like, I guess wondering what would happen if he would run out of like if his connection would drop, you know, and wouldn't have magic and would be in a sticky situation. Doesn't that adds anything to anything?
No. I think it's very true. You know, you should all worry for the resources that you have. And as you are
Absolutely.
all walking together through this beautiful green land, you notice that Gavin has stopped to the right of the path and is crouched down over something.
What is it?
Maybe, why don't you come and see?
Let's take a look. What's he looking at?
Who is going to approach him?
I'm sorry. First of all, do we have any reason to really trust this guy yet?
You
For
have
my
no
own
reason
sake.
to trust him, but you've also got no reason not to trust him. He's been pretty harmless.
For my own
right
sake,
now.
from
He's
last
been-
session. That's all.
he's been pretty harmless. Yeah, oh, we forgot he existed last session. He spent the entire session shitting his pants.
Mm, great.
Uh,
Okay.
All
I'll go.
birds well,
No,
yeah.
the usual.
Or not.
Let's follow
Okay.
Shira. No, let's follow Shira. Sorry, Shira, you were saying?
Yeah, I'll go up to him.
Okay. He opens his hand slightly and he shows you a beautiful gold and blue butterfly that he has caught.
Do I recognize it at all?
Yeah, it's well, maybe you know you've seen ones like this. It's not from the Feywilds, it's from Elysium, but you've seen butterflies before. You know that they're butterflies. This is not dangerous in any way. It's just pretty. It's not practical. It's probably not edible, though you could try. It's a butterfly.
I was more just curious if I recognize it from my world. That's all.
No, it's definitely not from the Feywild specifically.
What
It's
have
from
we got
Elysium.
there?
Isn't she beautiful? She was resting on
Of
this plant
course.
here. But look, and then he sort of shows like he opens his hands more widely. Only to you, Shara. He's being quite protective of this butterfly, and you notice that one wing is flapping slightly incorrectly on the butterfly. She's hurt.
Would I be able to do like a nature or a medicine check to try and help the butterfly?
Yeah, I'll take a nature check. I think that's far more your street, right? You're more
Yeah,
nature than
plus
medicine.
8.
Yeah, cool. Go ahead, give me a nature check and let's see. If there's anything-
24.
Yeah. So,
Oh,
the thing is with butterflies is that, and guys, do not quote me on this. I am not a biological expert. Okay. But as far as I'm aware,
you heard
they,
it here. This is
exactly.
fact.
yeah, they don't have sort of bones that can be knit and mended. They don't have
Yes.
skin that can be weaved back together. Instead, these very light membranes, once damaged, perhaps they could be healed by magic, but Catalina's magic seems a little, well, gung-ho for a butterfly, and you've seen some demonstration. Maybe the druid might be able to do something with it, but realistically, a butterfly's life is very short. Who knows how much longer it will live anyway, but go on, Sharon. Sorry.
I'd like to be able to try and help it.
Is there anything in your kit that you think might be of use? I don't know anything of what you've got.
So, I'm shooting it. I'm really wildly shooting here. Would I be able to, since it's just a butterfly, somehow use arcane healing to heal it? I know that
arcane
heals
healing
me.
is an internal heal.
Yes, I know.
That's a definite no. But you do have druid craft, right?
I do have Druidcraft.
Yeah, I think I'm more likely to allow that to do something than I am an internal
Heal
healing.
it.
No, it doesn't heal necessarily, but you might be able to make sort of a little bit like you can make a flower blossom or a leaf bud bloom.
Yeah, fine, I can attempt
You
that.
might be able to sort of just give it a little bit of guidance, really, to see if it can fly a little more straight. And as you do this, at first Gavin sort of goes to close his hands, but then he sort of trusts you innately in that moment. And he puts his hand flat out. And as you see sort of the colours ripple on this butterfly, Shara, you hear a voice in your head. Thank you,
Oh
sister.
no, the voices, they're back.
Just says, thank you,
Thank
sister.
I assume I can figure out that that's the butterfly.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you are most welcome.
It spoke to you in Sylvan.
Oh my.
Oh my.
Is that actually a butterfly then?
We'll never know. As far as I know, you've got no real way of talking back. I'm not sure if message counts as a psychic message into their mind.
I think I'm the only one that speaks Sylvan.
No.
I speak Sylvan.
He's a fairy. He
Oh,
must
okay.
speak Sylvan. Otherwise, I've got the language wrong. But yeah, I mean, you can sort of speak back out loud, but realistically, I'm not sure you can replicate this butterfly's means of communication. But as it oh, go on. I'll give you a moment before it takes flight.
Nah, I don't got anything.
So it
That's a
will
reading message.
it'll take flight, and it flies 3 times around your head, and then lands briefly on Gavin's ear, and then takes off into the sky. Gavin looks around at the sort of luscious greenery around you and the flowers. It doesn't seem real, does it? After the horrors, after all that nastiness.
Yeah, no, it doesn't.
Look, and he sort of gestures again, and then he gestures up at the sky. It rained ash and nasty seeds and all sorts last night, and look at the ground. It's beautiful, it's green. I'd like to come with you to this Morena city, but I think I might come back here. I like it here.
You wish to join us?
Well, I mean, he sort of
Like,
said that he'll
actually?
come with you so far, but no, I think, well, I don't know if there's any others of my kind, but I'm not really one to go seeking. I'd be quite happy with a little cottage.
There's not much I can do about that.
Oh no, it's just a dream. Well, see what's over the next hill first, right?
Oh my god, I've never wished I took that stupid spell more in my life than right now.
Which one? Mordenkainen's shitty apartment?
Yeah. I think that's so more.
I
No,
forgot that existed.
he has definitely wanting to travel with you at least to Morena anyway. As he doesn't feel safe out here on his own. And indeed, safe you should not feel.
I'm glad you knew what I wanted.
Fennis, go ahead and give me a perception check.
That's not great. That's only a 13.
You're not looking in the right direction, but you do hear a sort of vague tremor from a distance to the east. This is ahead of you to the right a little bit. You don't know quite how close it is, but it sounds like something big, moving quite fast, possibly more than one of them. Bear in mind, you're not in the Whispers of the Dead yet. You are still in this wonderful paradise.
That very well likely could be trouble.
Trouble? What's
yeah,
trouble? Relics turns to you. He draws his sword, which you notice is not really very well kept right now.
We're not fighting. There's no way we're fighting anything right now. We're moving away. We
Okay.
are not moving towards that. We're moving away.
Okay. He sheathes his sword and he begins to walk straight ahead. Did you want to change the path, Fennis? Did you want to leave the path that is leading through this area and perhaps attempt to get the cart walked through luscious grass? Or are we sticking to the path and just hoping we get far enough away?
I'm sorry, I'm just slightly distracted by the mouse in Josh's room.
There's a mouse in your room?
Yes.
I have not seen this.
It's just scurried over by the bookshelf. It's
Yes,
in
our
that
cats,
little
our
box,
cats
the,
have a terrible habit of bringing them in alive and then just walking off. It is quite frustrating.
other side, Josh. Behind your chair.
Yeah,
Alright.
he means yeah,
Box
that
on the
looks
floor.
right. Anyway, back to the point.
we get
Fennis,
the sense
did you
that-
want to keep leading down the path where the
I
cart
would
is stable?
recommend we stray slightly off the path.
What about the cart?
Not too
You
far
gonna put it
away
in the
so we
grass?
know where it is, but
You're gonna
we
try and
want
pull
to
the cart through the grass.
away from. Yeah, we ideally want to be moving away from the from whatever that is. That's big over
Okay.
there. We
If you
don't
are
wanna
taking
be-
the path, the cart off the path, you will half your movement speed.
Hmm.
Hi, Darth. We have been expanded. Yeah, so that's the choice you got to make. Is if you pull off the path, you're facing pulling the cart through the grass.
Did he get the sense that did he get the sense that the sound was either
He
coming
got the
towards
idea it
us
was
or
moving
B,
east
we
to
were coming
west,
towards
which
him?
would intersect your path at some point.
Then
If we have our
it's
movement
moving
speed,
towards us then, really.
Yes.
Okay. Then we need to get further down the path and quickly.
then,
we
yeah.
need to make
Okay.
haste.
Okay, go ahead and give me an animal handling check for Klopp.
It's a 20.
Okay, so as the cart proceeds down the road, suddenly Catalina's voice pipes out into Verdon's ear. Oh dear, we seem to have company.
company.
Well,
Oh,
And as she points to the right, you see 3 of these huge bear-like creatures with owl faces
An owl
leaping and galloping towards you. One lets out a
Are
roar.
these- Are they related to
Karen.
Venice?
No.
Kiaran, you want to attempt to speak with them?
90% sure they speak common.
Yeah, you're the person of nature here, though.
Go ahead and give me a nature check.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Second one, navigate. All right. The nature check will be a natural 20 for a 23.
Sick. They
Hot
are.
dog.
They have a reputation for ferocity, aggression, stubbornness, and ill temper, making them one of the most feared predators of the wild. There is little, if anything, that a hungry owlbear fears. They speak no languages, and even when druids attempt to speak them in bestial tongue, they tend to attack on sight. Have fun with
I'll
that.
turn to my party and say, my natural affinity tells me that it might just be best to start swinging, boys.
Yes.
We can't run.
My nature check tells me roll initiative. He will inform you that they are going to outpace you by quite a long way. These
Figures.
are large beasts with big legs. Yeah.
Ooh, let's go!
Ooh, let's go. That's what he says. Well,
Bro.
I agree. Shira, nice initiative there. Kiaran, what did you get?
I almost rolled a 19. Leave me alone.
All right, I'm rolling my actual dice. That is a D8 on top of that.
I hate initiative. Initiative is
A
racist.
20,
Oh, shit.
21.
Are they not working?
21.
Yeah, I got it. Sorry, I'm trying to fix something else as well because Jamal just redeemed something that hasn't worked. I don't know why. Strange.
I wanted to see if it worked, that was all.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, no, it doesn't work because I haven't changed the name on there to the Duck Pond.
Oh.
Who knew?
Well.
Yeah,
knew?
apologies for that.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
Anders, how did you do in your initiative?
Better than
17?
Pretty good.
Yeah, it's
I
reasonable.
imagine you could give me 6,000 different rolls for initiative, and I still would manage to roll under a 5.
It's possible.
Oh.
I'm glad
I
we
have
have one person who has
worst
somewhat good initiative, though.
I have not rolled good
Yeah,
initiative
we're
on
just waiting
Shira
on,
yet.
we're just waiting on Kiaran to,
No,
nail
we're
that
waiting
roll.
on me.
I already got one. No,
Okay.
I have a D8 added to my initiative at the very least.
Oh, you rolled physical?
Yeah. Okay, so
Alright,
first up
okay,
into the
next
encounter, he's on a phone, remember? First up into
Yeah,
the
yeah.
encounter is, in fact, our skeleton friend, Relix, who also got a nat 20.
Okay, I was
and
gonna say, he
will
beat a nat
charge.
one?
He will charge in, sword at the ready, and he will make 1 slash. He will make 2 slashes. He will make 3 slashes, and he will make 4 as he plunges the sword down. He wasn't fucking about. He told you he's a good fighter, and he will protect you.
Yeah, he is.
We were all just like, okay, sure you are.
Okay. So that is a... Yeah, all 4 of those will hit. Cool.
How many of those hit?
All 4.
I like the skeleton, man.
Okay,
can we
E1
get-
is wounded. Karen, you're up.
Wait, how?
Sorry, Vernon, go on.
How did Kieran beat me? I got an at 20.
Kieran got a 21 because of the 8. Okay, yes, you're right, Vernon. Sorry. You go first
Okay, I
this
just
round, but not next round. Yeah.
Yeah, alright, I just wanted
sorry.
to double check and make sure.
I
Alright,
just automatically entered it into the system.
I'm gonna go to E2.
Are you? Sick.
Yes. Try to split them up. So
25-foot movement
gang
speed?
up. I have 30 foot,
Yep,
so
cool.
yeah, be fine.
No, I'm telling you, you have
then-
expended 25.
Oh, okay, yeah. And then I make my first attack at advantage, correct?
Yes, you
Because
do.
of
You
nat
make
20?
both your attacks at advantage.
Oh boy. That is 25 to hit.
That will hit.
All right, second level smite.
Mm-hmm.
That will be. Ooh, max damage. That's 15 slashing plus. Wait. Yeah, plus 14 radiant.
Okay.
And let's swing again. Ooh, and that's a 22 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and that will be second level divine smite. Words hard.
Yep.
Again. And that will be 12 slashing, 18 radiant.
Some good damage.
Yeah.
He looks minorly wounded.
Oh, that's my turn.
No, very fair. Kiaran, you are up.
I'll place my hand to the ground, and to the side of me summons two wolves,
Mm-hmm.
and
Barf.
I myself will transform into the shape of a wolf, and I will run to E3.
Okay. Oh.
You will turn in the
There you
shape of a mouse.
Yeah.
I have 40 foot, so I'm not entirely sure if I can make that.
Yeah,
but,
you can. You can. That is only 25 for the movement speed, actually.
that will conclude my turn because it's
35,
an action.
sorry,
My
35, yeah.
but
Actually,
my
wolves?
wolves will be able to attack.
Both with pack tactics, of course, so roll with advantage.
Yes, both with pack tactics, rolling with advantage. Give me a second. It's very difficult to do this on the phone.
Well, just use your dice.
Popping up?
Just use your dice.
Yes, no, I'm using my dice. I just have to pull it up for it to hit.
I can give you the stat blocks if you want.
No, I got
As
it.
in,
I
I
got
can
it.
use them. So you're plus 5 to hit. Plus 4 to hit.
Yes.
Plus 4 to hit.
It's a +5 on the dire wolf. I summoned
Is
two
it dire
dire
wolf?
wolves.
Okay, right. That is very relevant.
I would have summoned 4 if it would have been regular wolves.
Yep.
So let's roll that. So that is a 23 to hit on the first wolf.
That'll hit.
Let me find my d6. Okay. He will hit them for 8 plus 3, 11 damage. And if he's immune to prone,
Immune
he
to
needs
prone,
to make a
correct.
defense check.
Immune to prone is correct.
All right,
Big
then
Yeah.
the second one.
I will never
attack-
let a wolf knock down a creature that's more than a size larger than it. So yeah,
That's
it's
an
not going to be able to
18
take
to hit
it.
on the second one.
Yeah.
He will hit for 4, 2, 6, 9 damage.
Cool. Yeah. Your owlbear looks unfazed. As yet.
But that will conclude the
Oh,
You went
turns.
from
of the wolf.
wounded to kind of hurt to unfazed.
Yeah.
Only I had my turn early.
So, our lovely E1 is going to, seeing this skeleton, is going to lean down and he's going to push him with his beak as far as he can. That is a 22 to hit, which will hit. Dealing 1d5 piercing damage, which is a 13, and then our lovely skeleton will make a strength save. And whilst good, it is not enough, and he will be tossed 20 feet away. At
Oh
this
shit.
point, E1
Oh.
will turn to our little wolf, and he will claw at it. He claws once for an 11 to hit. That won't hit your direwolf, will it?
No, 14 AC.
Okay, and the second one is a crit.
dear.
I'm gonna reaction rebuke the violence on that, so he's gonna take the same amount of damage.
Can you do that? What does it say?
It is.
Is it when an ally, when an...
As a bonus action. Wait, no, that's the different one. Channel Divinity, rebuke the violence. You can use your channel on those who use violence immediately after an attacker within 30 feet of you deals damage with an attack against a creature other than yourself. You can use a reaction. to
Creature
force the
other than...
attacker
That's
to
great.
make
Go ahead. They make a wisdom save, correct?
Wisdom save. Yep.
Okay. He gets a 6.
Ooh, he fails. So whatever he rolls, he'll take all of that in radiant damage.
Okay, he takes 18 radiant damage, and he indeed is hurting. The wolf will also take 18 radiant damage.
Yeah,
The wolf
unfortunately, it doesn't stop it.
19 health.
Sorry?
The wolf has 19 health.
19 health. Well, then he's brought to his knees of damage.
No,
Credit-
no, he has
Oh.
19 remaining. 19
Oh, 19 remaining. Okay, yeah, I was going to say.
Oh, okay.
Fennis, you're up.
Okay. I feel like kind of need to get rid of one urgently. So this
The
one
most
might
hurt
be
is E1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm actually going to Hunter's Mark that. I know I'm going to need to move that soon.
That's okay.
And I'm going to make an attack with the longbow.
Yep, you're staying where you are.
Yeah, I'll stay there for now.
Okay.
14 to hit. Probably ain't going to do it.
That'll hit.
Wow. Okay.
Big fuckers. They're quite hard to miss with arrows.
Okay. Well, that's
Yeah,
base
they're
6
also
damage.
Yep.
And then the Hunter's Mark damage is the next 4, so that's 10 damage. That was a really low roll. Oof.
It wasn't great. He's still
No,
looking
stuff
pretty
happens. Right, well, that's... I will move further back.
chill. Did you forget to
Yeah,
level
that-
up?
Level 5?
Yeah.
No, I'm level 5.
So
He's
you
a
have a second
fighter.
attack? Oh, you're
No, he's a
you're multi-class.
multi-class.
Okay, never mind. Carry on.
Yes.
As well.
Yeah, no, I'll move further back on it. It technically takes me off screen right now.
Yep, that's fine.
I thought you were saying we forgot to level up after last session. We were 6. I was like,
I know, we
fuck
know.
yeah!
I was just forgetting that he was multi-class. Cool. And does that conclude your turn, Fennis?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Glax.
Forgot to take Catalina's turn.
So E1's the worst hurt, and
Yep.
E2 and E3 are looking fine.
None of them are looking that hurt. E1 is looking the most hurt. He's definitely
Okay.
wounded.
Okay. So Glax is gonna look through his book, and he's gonna get to the page where Vashana talks about getting help from her home. And as he starts to read the incantation, pink mist starts just leaving the pages, and right next to Verdun, the figure is kind of not shadowy because it's pink shadowy figure.
No, I know what you mean. It's somewhat translucent, right? It's not.
yes,
it's not
yeah.
entirely
not
opaque and
particularly
solid. Yeah.
detailed, yeah. Is the figure of a Fey warrior.
Have you got the size of that creature for me, please?
It is a small Fey.
It is a small creature. Okay, cool.
Yes.
So it is this.
New spell.
Yep. It's a Fey.
And and then that will conclude Glax's turn, as he is astonished as to what he's just done.
The Fey
then-
warrior will go immediately afterwards, correct?
Yes.
Cool.
It will use its bonus action to give itself advantage on this on his next attack, and it will multi-attack, which is 2
If you
attacks
have a
with it.
bonus action that does anything else, you can use it, because you already have advantage in flanking.
Okay, then
he
it needs
has
to make a
advantage.
wisdom save.
It will attempt to do so, and it will get a 6.
Then it is charmed for the next minute, or until
Cool.
the target takes
Yeah, so
damage,
it can't.
which is literally next.
True. What's the range on that bonus action, Josh?
10 feet. Oh, then I'll use that on a different one.
You would have
Right.
to move, but you could move and use it on one you're not going to attack.
But then can I still attack?
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
then
a
yeah, I'll
bonus
use that.
action, you said, right?
Okay, yeah, I'll use that in E1. then.
Okay, so E1 is unable to attack attack your Fey thing, and is charmed by it. And then you're going to attack E2, correct? Go ahead and make 2
Yes.
attacks with advantage.
Yeah.
There we go, baby.
Okay. That is a 25 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay, and that is
These things are so fucking powerful at this level.
8 piercing damage and 3 force damage for the first attack.
11 on the first attack. Yeah, they
And
do
then-
not fuck about.
And then the second attack will be a 14 to hit.
That'll hit.
Cool. And that's 10 piercing damage and 5 force damage.
Brutal. Beautiful. Really well, really good turn. E2 is looking wounded. Between you and Verdun, you have, or between your Fey warrior and Verdun, you have caused it harm, and it is unimpressed. Verdun, as opposed to trying to knock you away, it is going to try and knock you up in the air. I will need a dexterity saving throw, please, provided that this hits. That's a 16 to hit you? That will hit, correct?
Perfectly hit.
Sorry. I need a dexterity saving throw, please. As you will
So that's a
take
9.
7 piercing damage, and you also fail. So you'll be knocked 10 feet up in the air, and his 2 claw attacks will have advantage on you. Which is good,
Okay.
because one of those is a nat 1.
I can't open my wings.
So 26 and 16 to hit you. Brutal.
Oof.
Okay.
Alright.
So you will then take... Oh, that's a minimum roll for 7 slashing damage. And that is not, and that is 18 slashing damage. So overall, you have taken 7, 14, 24, 32 damage.
Yep.
Cool. And I would say you'd be knocked prone, but I'm going to say that you're probably hovering in the air.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Yeah.
because I'm assuming that's why he was attacking at advantage.
Because he knocked you up in the air, and then, like, as you were falling backwards, he
Yeah,
slashed
he
you
did
twice,
that.
but then your wings are going to, like, start flapping, right? You're going to catch yourself
Yeah.
before you hit the ground. Kieran! This owl bear is going to take a swing at you. You will get there eventually, Shira. It is next turn, I promise. Before anything, though, before anything, it's going to go on the dire wolf that's already been hit. Not with that attack. Sorry, ignore that. He's going to claw it once. That's a 10 to hit.
Will miss.
And a 26 to hit.
The 26 will hit.
Okay, cool. That's 13 slashing damage on the dire wolf.
The direwolf on my left is still alive, yes.
Okay, and then he will make a slash to you. That is a 17 to hit you.
17 will hit, yes.
That's a 7 piercing damage. Go ahead and give me a strength save and a con save. The con save for concentration, the strength save because I asked you to.
Strength and con. Alright, let me look at the direwolf real quick.
No, for you, yeah. So it's a +3 and a +2.
Alright, the strength save is an 18.
Cool.
The constitution saving throw is a 19.
Okay, marvelous. So you are not knocked back, and you maintain concentration on summon whatever it is. Shira Everpedal, welcome to the battle. It's your turn.
Okay, all of them are making a wisdom saving throw.
Are they? Why am I making a wisdom save?
Do you want to not do E1 since he's charmed?
No. What
No,
are
I
you
want to
doing?
do all of them.
What are you doing?
I'm casting slow on all of them.
Casting slow. Okay, cool. That's fine. Just a double checking. That is
Definitely
a
want to put slow on them.
14, a
It's not-
10, and a 4.
Cool, they're all slowed.
Cool. Nice.
They have a -2 penalty to AC dexterity saving throws. They can't use reactions. They can only attack or bonus action on their turn. And they're not going to cast any fucking spells, so that doesn't matter.
Yeah, there is
Ooh,
a save on
that
this,
is-
though, correct?
Powerful.
As in, they
There's
get to
what?
save again, right? At some point to break out of it.
At the end of each of their turns.
At the end of their turn, they make a wisdom save, correct?
Yes.
And your DC is 15?
16.
16, nice. Got that 20 int going on. I like it. Marvelous.
Starting to pop off now.
Yeah, slow won't end charm. That's why I was fine with hitting him with it. It doesn't do damage.
That's a really
Cool.
powerful spell.
Yeah, no one knows how fucking powerful slow is, and
Slow is awesome.
slow is insane.
It's
Yeah,
like haste, but
I've never
backwards.
even seen it used before. This is so good, though.
Shine
One of
any
the
bonus
most
action?
insane spells ever. I could heal myself from negative HP.
Cool, great. That brings us back to our friendly skeleton. Well, that is most troubling. And he will.
Oh yeah, and their movement speed is halved.
Yeah.
Not that that matters. I don't
It's
think
fine.
they'll be moving.
He is going to miss two of his 4 attacks, but he hits 2.
Even with the negative 2, this is when he misses.
He rolled 2 2s on the dice.
Damn it, skeleton.
However, he is going to kill E1. No, he's not. No, he's not. That's not correct. That's 39. He's not dead. He's close. Kieran, you are up.
Guys, imagine if I didn't roll a fucking 1 on initiative.
We'll buy it at E3. 16. Second attack is a 13, so 16 to hit.
Yeah.
That'll do 9 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Which concludes my turn. And then my 2 wolves will attack E3 as well.
Yep.
23 is 23 to hit.
Yep.
That wolf will do 10 damage.
Mm-hmm.
And the second wolf will attack. It's a 12, and that is a 16.
16 will hit.
That wolf will do 12 damage.
Okay. E3's looking pretty relaxed. Does that conclude all of your turns?
That concludes all 3 of my turns.
Verden, it is your turn.
How are you looking, Kieran?
Like a
Perfectly
wolf.
Perfectly fine? Alright.
They're all looking like a wolf over there.
I'm gonna attack. No,
Yeah.
more meant if he's been taking a lot of hits because I was thinking about casting Shield of Faith on him, but
You can
it's
cast
fine.
Shield of Faith on my little dire wolf to my left if you feel like
I'm not
it.
gonna waste a spell slot on a conjured creature. But am I flanking currently?
I'm not going to give you flanking with the small creature. I'm
Okay.
just going to give the
No, that's
small
fine.
creature flanking with you because you're 1-to-1 with this big beast, right?
I didn't need it. That's a 27 to hit.
That will indeed hit.
First level Divine Smite.
Mm-hmm.
And that will do 13 slashing damage with D8. 5 radiant damage. We're
Mhm.
really low on that. And then I will attack
He's
again.
looking pretty rough.
Does an 18 hit.
It does indeed.
And first level Divine Smite again. 10 damage, 10 slashing damage with. Alright, 15 radiant damage.
Okay, yeah, he's looking very beat up. He's having a bad day.
Alright. And I am going to.
And your turn.
No, because I have a bonus action.
Do you?
I'm not gonna use it though,
No.
because I want to save.
That's
I want to save my spell slots for smites.
No, that
that's
makes
why.
sense. Okay, so our owlbear is going to...
Oh wait, actually, Catalina's turn though.
Oh, yes. Yeah, do take her turn. I'm sorry, I keep forgetting her.
Oh no, it's fine.
I need to find a way of having her have an initiative.
Yeah, that's kind of hard. That I'm gonna do a first level cure wounds. Or actually, I'm gonna do a second level cure wounds on myself because
Okay.
I took a lot of hits
Yep.
that last time. That is 6.
Lucky you. 6. Cool. Did you level her up
That's 13.
with you?
Yeah, she's level. Yeah, she's level
She's level
5.
5? Okay, cool. Marvelous. E1 is going to take a strike at our skeletal friend. That is a 21 to hit. That will miss. And he will make his wisdom save.
A 21 missed the skeleton.
And that is an 8 on his wisdom save, which does not save. So, Fennis, you're up.
Okay. Gonna close back within 30 foot of E1 again.
Yeah. I'm not going to bother moving you because you're going back exactly where you just come from, so...
Yeah, exactly. So I'm gonna take.
They're
a
melee
bow shot at
creatures.
that
They've
one
got
as
no
well.
ranged abilities. Yeah.
Yep. Back on E1. That's a 19 to hit.
That'll hit.
That's going to be with the Horizon Walker attack.
Okay, go ahead and give me your full force damage.
Wow, once again, 6 longbow damage in force.
Okay. Yep. And
Roll
then
one
Hunter's
again,
Mark and
amazing.
your D8.
The Hunter's Mark is an additional 4.
Okay, you're
and
close,
the
you're
Planar
close, you're
Warrior
close.
is 5.
Oh, not 5. Can't it be 6? You've flopped. Okay, you've left him on 1
6
HP.
now.
You've left him on 1 HP. Does that conclude your turn, Venice?
Son of a bitch. Okay, yes, that completes my turn.
Glax, you're up.
Okay. So I'm gonna fire out a pink Eldritch Blast at E1.
Yep.
That is a 14 to hit.
Are you shooting to kill?
Shooting to stun, I guess.
Okay, yeah,
I think-
the owlbear just sort of rolls unconscious over on the floor.
Yeah, I think Glax is Eldritch
Fennis is
Blast.
giving it a look as if to say, could we eat that? Maybe, I'm not sure.
Yeah,
That was my first thought as soon as you were like, shoot to kill. I'm like,
The unconscious E1 may be cooked
Oh.
later, we're not sure.
You could do Star Wars and just like live inside one of them.
They're not that
doesn't
big.
help us with food.
But actually, to be fair, Glax could probably fit inside one of their bellies. But the rest of you know.
But yeah, his Eldritch Blast don't kill.
Second beam?
So, wait, do you want me to roll damage?
No. Fennis left it at 1 HP. You can roll damage if you wish, but you will overkill
That's
it by
fine.
6. Yes.
Yeah. And then I will fire the second beam at E2.
E2 is severely wounded. E3 is currently bored of these wolves nipping at its
Oh,
heels.
that's a nat 20.
Cool! Go ahead and give me some natural 20 crit damage.
Okay.
Something tells me your Fey warrior is going to have to take a walk.
It can teleport. That's 13 force damage. Plus 5 as I use my Fury of the Small.
Excellent. That is 2 unconscious owlbears in 1 turn.
Let's go.
And then that's the end of Glax's turn, but back to my Fey warrior. He will bonus action teleport to E3. And I am assuming I've still got advantage because of the other people fighting it.
Yes, I think... No. There are no large creatures. No medium creatures in front.
Wolves are medium?
It's a large
dire
beast.
wolf.
It's a large beast. Yeah, go ahead. Roll with advantage. Sorry.
Cool. So it is going to
A
attack.
dire wolf larger than a human. I could...
Okay, that's a 19 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay.
Never seen Game of Thrones?
Okay, so that's 6 piercing damage and 3 force damage.
Yes, but Moon, a cave bear is medium.
James, did you get that?
Yes.
Wait, what?
Yeah, right?
But dire wolves are like the size of bears. What?
And then that's a 23 to hit with the second attack.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand.
Okay, that is a 9 piercing damage
Oh, it is a large beast, actually, to be fair.
and 6 force damage.
Nice. That is looking wounded. A cave bear isn't. There is something that's ridiculously stupid that is smaller than a large beast. Bugbear, that's what it was. Not a
Wait,
cave-
what?
Yeah, bugbear, medium
Bugbears
creature.
are
Glax.
medium. Yeah, we figured out
Does that
last night.
conclude yours and your Fey? Yeah, we found that out last night. I was thinking for some reason we thought a cave bear. Alright, E3 sort of looks around, realizes it's probably going to be dinner, and thinks, fuck it, I am going to finish something before I die. So it is going to take a claw... Cool. It's going to make a wisdom save for no reason whatsoever. Shira, you're up.
Man, isn't slow just the bee's knees?
So good.
It's a beautiful spell.
I'm gonna. They seem kind of fucked after I put slow on them. I'm gonna cast when I can find the goddamn spell. Chromatic orb on one of them.
No, the only one left alive. Yep.
Oh, I thought two were still alive. Okay,
Nope.
the one that's left alive, yeah.
No, Glax just decked a lot of them.
Yeah,
Oh.
Glax's turn came, and then everything else kind of just...
Fell on the floor, yeah.
26,
Yep.
and this is fire damage.
Cool. Moon's starting the cooking before it's even dead.
Yeah, 13 fire damage.
Cool. As your orb arrives, I need Kiaran and his... No, I think the wolves are sensible enough. Kiaran, I need you to make a dex save, please. You all hear a huge, thunderous roar. And then you just hear, "My kill!" And thundering to the ground is our friendly blue dragon. He bites down into the neck of the owlbear. Kiaran, your dex save, please.
He's muted right now. I'm assuming he's gone.
Sorry, no, I'm muted because my mic can do reflecting things. It was an 18, sorry.
I thought you were going to say my mind's telling me no. Yeah, it takes a bite
My body is telling me yes.
into the owlbear, and then sort of you survive the sort of crushing landing of this dragon. And as it sort of puts one paw protectively over the dead owlbear, it looks at you all. My kill!
I cooked it a little bit for you.
You did so much there, Dragon. You really did a lot.
Oh, there.
He looks at you,
Is this the
Kiaran,
same
and then thinks,
dragon from before?
yes, this is our lovely friend Calabasta Singapore. And he looks over at Kiaran and, "You would also make a tasty snack, mortal, but you have pressing business."
I didn't know he spoke wolf, but okay.
It's a pleasure to meet you again.
Oh, well, you spoke to it, so I spoke back, right? Yeah, if you didn't speak to it, it didn't speak back. But he will take a look at Sharon. Thank you, sister. And with that,
Anytime.
the dragon will look at you and, "You must make haste in your quest. You are chased."
Or what?
Coming from the east, a strange beast that the Sundering has created in this foolish cataclysm of your gods. He looks at Vernon again. "These are beasts that even I would not hunt. Make haste to the north before you become
Kill them or slow them
breakfast."
down?
I would not want to tussle with them. My scales are looking beautiful today, if I say so myself, and frankly, I don't want to risk
Every day.
you can see this is a dragon's way of, like, they're too arrogant to admit they're outmatched, but he's telling you that, like, if he got in a fight with the three of them, he'd get bum-fucked.
I'm gonna run over to...
Rocket them.
I'm gonna run over to... What's the mule's name again? I can't remember. I'm gonna help him pull. Be like, alright, let's go.
What? Who?
So,
What? Sorry,
how long-
I'm confused. Vernon, what you're doing? What with a who?
I'm basically helping pull the cart so we can go faster.
Oh,
I have one
it's
question.
going to Klopp. Okay, yes. Is it? Go on.
I'd like to ask to the dragon, how long do we have until they're upon us?
Well, that depends. How fast can your little feet take you?
Assume we don't move. How long do we have?
Well, paths are different from the air, but it took me about 10 minutes to get to you from their position. So, perhaps an hour at best. You had better hope that their hunting route does not take them past your path. But you will hear them long before you will see them. Perhaps, small puny beasts as you are, you might be able to hide.
Right. Okay. An hour.
At most.
Then we'd better get moving and
That's
try to
not wasted
extend
then.
that
Let's
time
go.
frame.
Indeed. They are unusual. I have never seen creatures like them. As I said, they were probably produced by this calamity your god caused.
I apologize for that.
Sorry, Kieran, go on.
Upon hearing this, I'm gonna stamp my paw into the ground and lose my concentration on my two direwolves as they just dissipate. But I will stay in wolf form, and I'll look towards Shira as if a look in my eye. Hopefully they understand what I mean, and I won't.
Shira,
press
you are
button.
being whined at.
It's just.
Oh
and
no,
now-
he's
I'm
imprinting on her.
Let Moon
I'm
respond,
kind
please.
of emphasizing that he's the only one that can.
Yeah, no.
Good
Moon,
idea.
go ahead.
Can you start over? Can you please start over? I have no idea what you said.
Yeah, everybody's talking at the same time. Moon. Shira, sorry. Kieran has dismissed his friendly wolves but has remained in wolf form. He has looked at you and he has whined repetitively with a sad look in his eyes.
That's putting words in my mouth, but okay.
Yeah, well. That's
Oh
what
well.
it sounded like on mic. Did you want to respond to that in any way?
You want me to do?
That's sort of for you to guess. Go ahead and give me an insight check. With advantage, you understand creatures.
17?
He looks like he might be trying to communicate.
Well, thank you. I could have fucking figured that out without an insight check.
He looks like he's trying to communicate specifically with you because in the past you have been able to communicate with him while he's a wolf.
Okay, I'll cast a message. Yeah.
Hey!
There it is. I'll make sure to emphasize to Moon that I'm going to stay in wolf form for the reasoning of mobility as well as stealth on this form. For us, as well as to not waste a spell a wild shape. But he's the only one that can speak with me right now.
It's not really speaking. It's more like...
Yeah, I mean, having just read it, I'm not entirely sure a wolf can whisper back, but we'll go with it.
Just thinking into my head.
Technically not. Having just read it, you would have to whisper
It's
back.
really unclear how it wants
It's very
to communicate.
Yeah. I just want to lower my camera slightly so we can see how stupid my cat is.
Oh, I want to see this.
At least there's no mouse in the room this time.
What is she doing? She's just passed out
No, the
upside down.
message in Josh's room.
Yeah, she probably deposited there before coming in. Anyway, the dragon looks to you and... That is about the limit of my protection of you. And then once again pours this owlbear towards him and... My kill! And starts to eat it.
I'd like to... before he starts to eat it, hold on 1 second, I'd like to fireball it a few more times.
I prefer my meat raw. Or burnt by mighty lightning. Not in between.
And this guy, his name's Corbin, you'd love him.
That's fine, I just thought you'd like a little different.
I appreciate your gesture and your... what's his word he's looking for? OBS? Sure.
What the fuck was the word you chose?
Obeisance, like you're paying fealty to the dragon,
okay.
like, paying it
Gotcha.
respect.
I've never heard that word before.
Appreciate your respect. There you go. We'll use that. I don't know why the only word I could think of was ridiculously complicated either.
Yeah.
But I was just like, I can't think of the normal word, so this is what we're getting.
Judgment call. We won't have the time, and I'm guessing loading up one of these creatures that
hell,
we've
you can't
slain
fit one of
onto
those.
the cart.
If you put one of those in the cart would stop.
Yeah, that's what I was
will
thinking.
say that, Fennis, you may be able to carve yourself a meal, but that is about it.
Yeah.
But you've
we
eaten
don't
good
have
berries
the
this
time. We
morning,
don't
right?
have-
So
yeah,
you
we don't
guys
have
got
the
2 days of
luxury of
food.
time for that.
No.
I'm gonna use my druid quack.
My druid
I'm gonna
quack?
use my druid quack
Druid
to see what the weather's gonna be like.
Yeah, fantastic. So in this particular area that you're still in this luscious green area, right? The weather looks like it might be sunny and pleasant for the foreseeable future. However, Glax isn't an idiot, and as he looks out a little way, you realise that perhaps you'll need to cast it again when you cross over the border into the land of the Whispering Dead. I will tell you when that happens. Cool. So, as the dragon takes a few more bites and begins to eat its meal, you guys set off in all haste to the north. Gavin looks at you and... Those beasts are quite frightening. How can anything be more terrifying than that? They were so big.
Saw the dragon, right?
Well, yes, but he can speak. He's an intelligent being, right? So he won't hurt us, because he's nice.
That is not how it works, Gavin. You remember the demon child?
She was very small.
She could talk.
And very mean.
She could talk, though.
Well,
She's threatened to throw you into a pit of lava.
I know, but... Well,
No,
I don't think the dragon's scary. I think the dragon's beautiful.
You think the dragon's cool?
I think the dragon's beautiful.
In that case, I would say the dragon is both. Beauty can be a terrifying thing.
My mother was terrifying.
Not
She
beautiful.
was wonderful.
Maybe the dragon
That's
is
what
just
Gavin's got for you, I'm sorry. Relics turns in. Perhaps this conversation should wait till later. Perhaps a light jog.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no.
Those of you who fly, actually, no, I'm really sorry to do this. Shira, what's your flying speed?
30.
Aye. What about you, Verdun?
30 as well.
Okay, so everybody other than Fennis, I'm going to need a Constitution save. Not from Kiaran either. He's a wolf right now. I'm going to need a Constitution save to see whether you can keep a steady pace going, like a good pace going, for a long period of time. So we've got like half an hour of like.
I would for sure be sitting in the cart studying my books.
Shira's in the cart.
Fuck am I flying?
Okay.
Shira is
I'm
also
doing
tiny.
extra
Can
work. I'm gonna
Catalina
read
give
the
me
books.
advantage?
I think Shira can be in the cart without too much of a bother. Sorry, what did you say, Verdun?
Can Catalina give me advantage?
Fuck no. Catalina can give you a fucking Constitution saving throw.
Alright, I got a 5 then.
Okay, cool. What about Glax?
I got 12.
Okay. And Kiaran is a wolf and
Glax
Shira's
can
in the
fly?
cart. Sorry?
Wait, Glax can fly? Or you
No?
just,
No, it's
everyone?
more-
No,
just-
I just wanted to know what because the thing is, Fennis has 50 foot of flying speed. So if yours was also like 50 foot, I wouldn't have asked your con save because you're naturally traveling at that speed anyway. At 50
I
foot,
was very
right? Yeah.
confused.
No. Glax cannot fly.
It's like, when the fucking the goblin fly? What the fuck?
Neither can the wolf. He could have taken fly, to be fair, but he didn't. Yeah, cool. So, Verdun, you begin to sort of really feel the pressure on your body. You will have disadvantage on your next initiative roll. And disadvantage
So
on any
straight.
dex saves in the next hour. Okay.
Kinda sucks.
Well, potentially. You move another sort of 15 minutes along, and Glax, at this point, we cross the border, and there is, like, the starkest difference. You come to, like, the edge of a beautifully green bit of land. You see flowers and everything, and it stops completely in its tracks. And immediately, you see this dark, sort of morbid, ruinous landscape. Oh, come on. Oh, don't do
Right,
it.
there's one thing I would like to do here on passing through this threshold.
Yeah.
I would like to use an action to
Yeah.
detect the closest planar portals within a mile of myself.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and say that this gives you more than one. So you notice immediately that you are on the border of two planes of existence.
Right.
Whereas you've just moved away from Elysium, this appears to be some sort of otherworldly realm that you don't recognize. You think it might be somewhere in the chaotic realms, so like Tartarus,
Okay.
amongst others, but you're not 100% sure.
Well, that confirms my suspicions.
And then you also notice that there is a portal sort of 3/4 of a mile underneath you and about half a mile ahead.
3/4 of a mile underneath and half a mile ahead.
Yeah,
An underground portal.
indeed. Does it tell you anything more than where it is?
No, it only
Just says
tells
you're where?
me distance and direction.
Okay, yeah. You know that this is a little west of where you would be going. So you're not going to pass directly over it if you keep to this path, if the path keeps its general trajectory, and from what you can see, it's likely to do so. But yes, there is definitely an extra planar portal, and unlike, the current check, which has told you sort of, oh, I'm currently standing on a border between two planes, this is like an actual portal. But you have no
Okay.
idea what it does. Yeah, you see
Well,
this
that'll
sort
be
of...
something interesting to keep note of in future if we end up back here.
If we live.
You see ahead of you this sort of desolate grey land. Various bits of smoke and grass. Smoke, really? Fog and grass. Okay, I'm going to start from the beginning. You see a winter where there's no fucking grass and there's no smoke, okay? Just ignore me with the smoke and grass.
Right.
There's fog and a heavy wind blowing in from the east. Don't ask about the grass. Leaving a constant whistling in your ears. This is difficult terrain for all of you, as there is traditional snow on the ground. Obviously not if you're flying. as there is traditional sort of snow on the ground. This isn't like the previous bit of snow. It's like actual snow. It's ruinously cold here. You all begin to shiver immediately. Fennis, it's not easy to fly in these winds either. Go ahead and give me a strength check, please.
Strength check.
Mm-hmm.
That's only a 2.
Yeah, no, after a short while you realise you're going to have to land. This isn't something you can manage.
Right.
And
Well, on the plus side, if need be, with the fog and the wind and the noise, if we need to, this is somewhere we can hide. If we need to.
Maybe. Go ahead and give me a survival check. See whether your character agrees with you.
17.
Yeah,
That's the best thing I've ever heard.
Well, see whether your character agrees with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you notice something very specific about this, right? This is akin to a land that you've seen before. That used to be in the far, far north. You know that land itself was full of hunters, predators, mighty predators. You know that this, whilst it might hide you, will also hide others. And also to stay here for a long period of time is, well, you know, it's going to be draining on your resources. You're already feeling a little hungry, a little thirsty. You know, the pace has dropped immediately. You're all doing like walking speed. You better hope those creatures hunting you don't catch up. However, Glax, you asked a question. There is a blizzard coming shortly. You think perhaps an hour, maybe 2? You hope that it's a traditional blizzard? As you guys look to your...
I don't think so. The dry brooch says, but that the energy repels moderate quantities of frozen and liquid water, such as rain, snow, bird droppings, and other similar nuisances, but can't be used to protect against harsh environmental
Oh
hazards.
no, the dry brooch won't help you at all. But
I thought that's what you were talking about.
you still hope that it's a traditional blizzard as opposed to one that's full of acid or lightning beasts or, you know, that might drop rocks on your head or anything else, you know.
Why can't it be nice and be like...
You've just had sunny pastures, green and beautiful. Now, you're seeing what's on the screen. So, to your right, a little way over to the right, you see a huge gorge that drops down into the ground. Rising up in front of you to the right, you see mountains. And Relix turns to you, and we're going to have to just head over there. And he sort of points in between 2 mountains. That's a little high up, but we should be okay. How are we feeling, friends?
Cold.
You're cold? He sort of takes out this one cloak and he ruffles it a little bit, and he looks at you and then shakes his head. He looks at Shira, looks at Glax, and looks at Gavin. Perhaps this might help one of you. I believe they're designed for a halfling. And it is a set of winter clothes designed for a halfling. You can choose one person who will not have to make checks against the cold.
My god, what a time to be a wolf that is designed to be in the cold.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Glax is probably the best person to choose for that.
He does have a dry brooch, which is
Shira.
keeping some of the snow off of him. I don't know how Shira feels about the freezing cold. Shira, how do you feel about the
then
freezing cold?
Shira.
How do I feel about the freezing cold? I like my burning hands a lot.
Do you have a way of keeping yourself warm other than the cloak? You have prestidigitation, right?
Do not have prestidigitation.
Who prestidigitated earlier? Was that you?
Glax.
I know, I took it out for Black's necrotic
No, it
bolt,
was
so I
Glax,
could
it was
not
Glax.
just have...
No, it was Glax.
Oh.
Sorry, I was wrong. Yeah, either yourself...
Oh no, and I'm a wizard, I have thaumaturgy. I believe.
No, wizard is...
Why would... How would
No, I have
prestidigitation
prestidigitation.
help?
Why wouldn't I have that? Because I
It heats...
ran out of spell slots and tried to firebolt something and did no damage.
Yeah, no, I get it. It heats you, Glax. Technically it only heats 1 feet of you. 1 square foot.
But non-living material.
Well, yes, but you can warm your cloak. Right?
And then you can warm your panties and such, and just
Yeah.
keep warming everything. And
Yes, Glax
How
is
did
definitely
you
wearing
know
panties.
Glax wear panties?
I made
Guys,
a
we have-
wild guess. I had a feeling.
Guys, we have bigger fish to fry.
So, going to Shira or going to Gavin?
Oh, does the
Gyro.
would the candle of the deep help out here?
It'll be a light in the dark.
It gives off light and heat like a normal candle. Like,
Yeah,
enough
but I mean, a
pretty small.
candle's not going to keep you warm in a blizzard, is it, Moon? Come on, that's pushing it.
Fuck off.
A
off.
candle in a
Fuck
blizzard!
you.
Is that really what you're going for? Do you want the cloak? Do you want to avoid making checks? I don't know how good your con save is.
I'm looking at items I have.
No, you
I have a lot
take
of
it.
them.
You're the most important. It's between you and Gavin, our NPC, who hasn't done anything. All right. Like,
I love
I
Gavin.
hate to be that guy, but it
I
doesn't
love
really
Gavin
matter
too.
if
Keep
he gets
alive,
cold.
damn it. Wrap yourself in silk
Well,
rope.
we have.
What's wrong with you?
I'll give him one of our blankets then. All right, like.
Okay, alright, fuck me, I'll take it. Jesus. My
The
apologies.
point is,
yeah,
I'd
I
rather
think
have
it's fair
you
to
in a
say-
fight than Gavin.
I think it's fair to say that Gavin will be covered in a blanket in the back of the cart. So you can keep him warm at the expense of him being absolutely fucking useless, which he was anyway. So that's
I
great.
was gonna say he wasn't doing anything.
yeah.
Period.
So the skeleton sort of hands over this one halfling's winter cloak to Shira.
Oh, it smells.
Well, sorry, but I thought it might be useful. Well,
I mean,
come on,
yes.
onwards and upwards. And he
Let's go.
gestures towards a steep climb.
It smells.
Great.
As you guys reach the foot of the hill, Kieran, how long does your wolf form last?
Let me recheck that. I do believe it's an hour, which
It's an
means it
hour,
would be
isn't it?
down at
Yeah,
this point.
which
Yeah.
means this is the point at which you either need to choose to recast it and continue as wolf for the next hour, or start making checks as a furbolg. Which are probably
I'm
kind of
accustomed to
okay in the
cold.
winter. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like my race would be okay in the winter, and I
You're
also
also
do have
quite
good
tall.
con.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I accidentally rolled something. But yeah, I'm fine.
So
I'll be alright with that. I'll stay in form.
So, as you reach this patch of snow and the path goes upwards, Klopp sort of struggles a little bit, moves, and then stops.
Can I try to attempt to help push the cart up?
Rolex turns to you,
pull
and
the
it
cart up?
seems that your horse friend there is stuck. Perhaps we might make a concerted effort to lift it.
Yeah.
What's he stuck on?
The cart is stuck in the snow.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
I
Yeah, I
could
guess
take
we're
a
gonna have to lift
strength,
back.
an athletics check from Verden and Kiaran. I can't see anybody, any of the others of you helping. Fennis could potentially go a
Could
little-
Fennis take our shovel and attempt to help dig it out a little bit?
I,
Help us out?
I'm gonna go ahead and
say.
say I'm gonna go ahead and say Verden and Kiaran give me an athletics check, which is what I was going for. It's not particularly difficult. I think that might help. Yes.
I rolled a.
Yeah, that's fine. Verden rolled a 26.
I'm a large creature by nature. So.
Yeah, so Kiaran's got a decent lifting weight. He's not really doing it the right way. You know, you would have thought he would have at least pushed it forward a little bit when he lifted it. But Verden sort of
Your
just,
legs,
with
don't do your
ease,
back.
just raises up the cart and pulls it forward. Klopp just
yelling at
makes the
Kiaran,
most
but-
human sigh of relief that you've ever heard out of a horse. And then continues to walk forwards. This is going to be really slow going for the cart. Radix turns to you and there is a way that might be better for the cart, but it is a long way around and it takes us through the city of the dead.
Do we have to go through the mines of Moria?
Alas, I do not know where they are.
Damn it.
Would me helping pull it up do anything to help with this cart, or
You
is
can get
there-
the cart over the hill, but I will tell you for free, you're going to spend 3 times the amount of time in the snow. And you're being followed.
I'll look at him and say, do you expect any combats? Do you expect anything before I can take a rest?
Do I think that we might be in danger before you get time to sleep? Quite probably. We are probably in danger now, do you not think?
I don't need a long time, just about an hour to just take a rest, but...
I don't think we have that luxury.
I don't
no.
think this is time for an hour's repast. I think that
No,
in this
I'm-
cold we should continue onwards. He's sort of... I understand what you're saying, but he doesn't. He's just sort of being really blunt about it. Like, fuck no, you can't sit down, you lazy shit.
I'll look at him and I'll say, I mean, if I can speed up the course of this cart and get us over this hill, do you think I would be able to take a short rest without any danger?
He looks up and, how long can you last until your rest?
About an hour.
Well, we will be far from the top then. What then?
Well, then the cart's gonna get a lot slower.
Alright, well, we just gotta take this other path then.
He looks at you. Perhaps the long route. I hope your minds are strong. And then he sort of looks at the card again and he goes, are you particularly attached to these material possessions?
Quite.
Well,
Yeah.
Very
without them, we are guaranteed to die. So
Oh, that is quite
Yes.
unfortunate.
Well,
And it has all the water you need, so.
We're especially not fond of the lamp.
The lamb's fine. It's warm as all warm there, but
I couldn't resist.
Glax gone.
I'm actually a bit curious. What exactly do we have in the car?
The water that you're trading is the primary thing, but you also have like food materials. You have carpentry tools for building shelter.
Can we not just split this between us all and be able to carry it?
I think three
No,
of
you
your
have-
party
you-
members are at
You
capacity.
don't have any strength. I'm the only one who has any strength whatsoever.
yeah, this is too much for us
I
to be able
still
to
have
carry.
like 30 pounds of stuff that I could carry.
How much is on the card, Fennis? 342 pounds.
Yeah, 342. Yeah, we're not
So
carrying
that's
that.
270. How much does everyone else have? I'm kidding.
I would tell you straight up, Shiloh would not carry anything.
No, I don't think carrying things is a viable option right now. That card is.
It's not. We
you
have to
need
go
it.
through the.
Um,
Yeah, we have to
okay,
go
so
through
he
the-
looks at you. Well, in that case, let us head to the caves. Keep focus on your goal,
man.
friends. Good. I hope that your charisma saves are better than your con saves. Let's go.
Oh, it's a curse to say?
And
Oh,
with
let's
that,
go,
yeah,
baby!
with that, he leads you to the sides of the large mountain, where you see a huge entrance written upon in what appear to be ancient runes.
Oh my god, just like the Mines of Moria.
No.
Fuck is the Mines of Moria? What do you keep? Are you?
Uh,
The
You
Lord
not
of the
the Lord of
Rings!
the
What the
Rings?
hell?
No, I'm saying as Verdun, because you
Okay.
keep saying.
I'm not really
Do
saying
any of you speak giant?
I
it.
speak
No, but if
comprehend
it's
languages.
anything like the Mines of Moria, the secret is open.
Yeah.
I do speak.
Kiaran, as you look up, you see the sign says, "You are entering the home of Shagga the Brute. Wipe your feet."
Oh, okay, yeah.
I will regard my my party to wipe their feet before they enter this cave.
Okay.
I'll wipe my feet, immediately touch the snow again, and now my feet are dirty.
Okay, as you enter into this cave, it seems a little homely. Relics turns to you and, "Don't be fooled, friends. This is no pleasant place. It'll soon change." You walk through what appears to be a kitchen, where there is a giant cauldron upon an old fire pit. Hanging from on the walls are huge kitchen utensils. A large hatchet, a cleaver, a fork that would be effective as a pitchfork, really, for most of you. These were clearly wielded by somebody well in excess of 20 feet in height. However, as you head through to what appears to be a bedroom of some sort, you see half a bed, a slab of stone with a strange mattress upon it, and behind this, the path descends suddenly and deeply, before evening out below. What you see is the ruins of a city in front of you. Various houses with broken doors and windows that are no longer in place. Roofs missing from various parts of the buildings, and certain stones crumble to the side. Immediately, those of you sensitive to planar activity, so Shira, Fennis, and Glax, I will take a perception check, please, from the three of you.
I refuse.
Why?
Nat 20 for a 21.
Nice.
24.
Shira and Glax, I need a charisma save, please. Fennis, you haven't heard it yet.
I'm amazing at those.
Good.
With my
That's
-2 charisma.
That's a 23 for me.
I've never wanted to not have a 6 in charisma in my entire life more than I want now. Oh, it's a 3.
That's a
I
3.
wish I was level 6.
Excellent. At this point, Shira, you hear this sort of whispering on the wind. Come in, come in. Come in, come in. You're
I
walking
will
to your
float
death.
towards it.
You're walking to your death. And you are frightened, but at the moment you're not sure what you're frightened of. So it doesn't stop you from advancing. However, it makes you very uncomfortable. Then again, it made everybody uncomfortable, so that's not really surprising. And the group of you descend into the cavern. The cavern is large at first and wide across.
I peed a little.
Do I hear it, but just not scared of it?
No, you hear a whisper on the winds, but you don't make any specific wording out. Oh, I need to cue that in my Twitch chat. That's not going to do anything. There we go. And as you go down, you see these crumbled buildings. And the first thing you notice is 3 crucifixes standing tall in what appears to be the center of the village. These crosses stand perhaps 12 foot up above the city. And although they bear no bodies, the many nails in them show signs of constant use. Relics turns to you and keep your minds on the task ahead. And then suddenly you hear a piercing scream from the back of the cart. And Gavin begins to scream, "They're coming! They're coming! They're coming for us!" And he begins to swat wildly around him. I need a charisma save from everyone, please.
Like, give Gavin a slap in the face. Get it, snap out of it.
That doesn't do anything, although I might give him 1 HP of damage.
That's a 5.
You
Sorry, I hit the wrong one.
Gotta be shitting me.
Okay.
That's
Anybody who got below a 15 is currently frightened, though they know not of what, apart from Shira. Shira, you begin to see 12 figures, ice cold, tall, wraith-like, cloaked with no faces, coming towards you holding shards of ice and torches with
Great, I'm running
cold
away.
blue flame upon you. As you all see
I'm
Shira
immediately running.
turn away from the cart and begin to run backwards, what do you do?
I'm gonna try to grab Shira and
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a dex check, please, Fennis.
that's a 15.
Okay. Shira, you see a faceless creature reach down and grab you.
So can I make an attempt to
cloak.
not get grabbed?
That's what I'm about to ask you to do. You see the cloaked figure reach down to grab you. Go ahead and make a dex save for me.
Oh boy, of all the times for me
That's
to be
probably a
shitty
good
at rolling
failure,
as
to
a
be honest.
four.
That's probably a great
Yeah.
time to fail. So yeah,
Yeah, it's a good time
to
fail.
everybody else, you just see Fennis grabbing Shira. But Shira, you feel like you've been grabbed by one of these creatures. You feel cold on the inside. And Shira begins to scream in the same manner that Gavin is. Gavin,
Can I
however,
cover Gavin's mouth? If he's still screaming.
he's covered in the blanket. The screams are loud to you, but what are you trying to cover them for? You've got a way to go yet. Relix looks to Shira and perhaps get her in the cart. I don't want to suggest force
Stranger
upon your
Dane!
companions.
I wonder if this will work. I'm going to attempt it. Since Shira is now grabbed by me, I would like to attempt to cast Protection from Evil and Good to provide protection against aberrations and undead.
Are you
fiends
casting that
and such.
solely on Shira?
It's a touch target. It can only go on one willing creature.
Shira, until...
I got a question. Hold on.
Yeah.
How afraid am I?
Well, right now, you're terrified.
Do I see them casting a spell?
No, I think you see movements, but you see movements of all of these different creatures coming towards you, right? They've got
And
torches,
I
you've been
don't notice
gripped.
any spell casting.
You
correct?
not directly. You see like some sort of movements that could be spellcasting, but you also see people reaching for you to grab you and to set you on fire and stab you with shards of
You really
ice.
just don't want me to do what I'm trying to do, are you?
I don't know what you're trying to do, but I do know
I'm
that.
trying to waste a third spell slot.
Yeah, no, I don't think that you would waste that in any more than you would waste, for example, shield, right? Do you see what I mean? Like, I don't see why that should be more frightening than anything else. If anything, I'd say that perhaps shield would make more sense for you, Shara, if you think that you do something in this reaction. Because I think the shard of ice that's about to stab you in the heart is probably a little more frightening than the guy who's waving his hands around in the background. Is where I'm getting at.
Alright.
However,
You roleplay my character for me. Fuck you.
no, I'm not. I don't
I
think
know,
that's
just
fair. I think, yeah, I'm sort of trying to give you an idea of what Shara is seeing. But regardless, as soon as Fennis finishes the incantation, you clear up immediately, and you're not even vaguely frightened. You no longer hear the whispers on the wind. You feel, in fact, embraced with slight warmth.
I'm gonna. Sorry.
Sorry, what was that, Blacks?
I'm gonna approach the crosses.
Sorry, I thought
And
you were going to do something with Shara. Can I come back to you in a second? Is that all right?
yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, sorry. I thought he was coming up to you. Shara, obviously your mind has just cleared and you see this sort of the reality going on. I'll hand over to you first,
Yes.
I guess.
What's going on? Where did all the monsters go?
Monsters.
These wraith-like things with ice picks. They were coming to kill me.
Well, that works then. If I start seeing whatever the hell you just saw,
Well,
I hope you can at
Verdun,
least
give me a
save my
perception
bacon.
check.
Nine.
You feel a slight push around you, like you're being squeezed. You do recognize this sensation as similar to when Lolth moved, like came to the edge of your bubble on the sphere of protection versus evil.
I'll turn to the party and say, we are clearly not alone. The orb is reacting to something.
Relics turns to you. No, indeed. There are many thousands of the dead pressing in around us. But that's okay. Just keep focused on your goal.
Simple as that.
I don't like that.
No, but you'll be okay for 10 minutes. You've got protection versus evil.
Yeah.
Glax.
Alright, I kind of want to see what happens after that protection
I have to
goes
imagine
down.
that if the protection goes down, I'd have to make another save, wouldn't I?
Yeah, you will then start hearing the voices again. You're all...
Okay.
So you're hearing the voices, but none of you have been approached by these beasts because they're stuck 30 feet outside of this circle, right?
Well, it was more of just because I have I have heroism, so I can remove frightened, but it only lasts a minute, so I was wondering if we would go immediately back to the position, or if we were allowed to make another save.
No, right now you
go
keep
to hit the
you
Glax.
push forwards. Glax, as you stand beneath these three crosses, what are you trying to ascertain?
They're pretty big compared to Glax, right?
Yeah, they are 5 Glaxes tall.
Yeah. So Glax is just like looking up at them, and then we'll turn to the party and just like, what are they? Are they what causing this?
I doubt that these crucifixes are the things that are causing it. I assume that there is some being here that is causing something similar.
I don't know. I don't see them anymore.
But what
Whatever
are
they were,
they?
they were certainly how do we say it? Evil.
Renix turns to you a little concerned. You don't see them? Then none of you see them?
I did
currently don't
see them.
anything.
They are pressing on us from all sides. They're spirits of the dead.
I can feel it.
But you don't see them.
I don't.
Interesting.
I think you need to be quiet.
Well, I do have something that would help, but you will lose the protection of my sword arm.
What is it?
Perhaps it is like a beacon of light.
Like a deacon's
of hope.
beacon.
No, it's a
Yes,
beacon
like
of hope.
Deacon's beacon. Oh, beacon of hope is a spell. It is most definitely not a spell.
Oh, okay.
Wait, is it Deacon's Beacon?
What is a deacon's beacon?
Oh my god.
Alright,
It's Deacon's Beacon.
It is a valuable resource, and I don't know how long it'll last. And if you are attacked, I will not be able to protect you, as it will keep me at bay.
Don't want to like meta game here. Verdun would probably say that for now let's just wait, but me as a player is also thinking about this in the sense that how many people are on like basically the level 1 of fear? It is me and
No
who
one.
else failed their check? Well, no,
Oh,
'cause I
sorry,
failed my
on the
check.
level 1, yes.
Yeah,
just
so
you, I
we're
think.
so fright. Okay, so it's just me that's frightened currently. I would say we should wait
Okay.
for now before we do that, just because again he said he doesn't know how long it's gonna last. If we come across something, like, you know, I think it'd be best to try to just get through here as fast as we can. So that would require anyone to attack.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Glax asked what the crucifixes were.
Oh, sorry. Relic 61. An old form of punishment. One will be nailed here to die. Your people can be most barbaric. And at this sort of, when he
Yeah.
says your people, he isn't targeting any specific person. He means any people that are real.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of gonna just tell Glax, just be like, it is a very extreme form of punishment that people would take. And if you look at Verdun, you can tell that he hasn't like had to perform anything like this, but he has seen many things like this before.
Yeah, right. Like
Church
where
runs.
there's giving people a stool to help them get up there.
Okay. You continue through this old village town. It's quite big.
How many crucifixes were there in all
3.
surrounding the city we saw?
3 in the center of the town, standing very tall.
Just 3.
Yeah. As you move through, you do see one building where there appears to be smoke billowing out of the chimney.
Actually, as we're going through, upon hearing that there are hordes of undead around and stuff like that, can I use one of my divine senses to try to see if I can locate anything that's radiating, like like necrotic energy of sorts? Like,
That'll be a second. I need wording, so just give me
I'm about to get like sensory overload.
Does it say any undead? It does, yes.
Undead.
There are no
bees.
undead within 30 feet of you, but between 30 and 60 feet away from you is packed with wraith-like creatures.
I will not say anything to the group about this. I think I will go up to.
Fun just quietly swallows and keeps walking. Go ahead.
I think I would go to Fennis, honestly, and be like, and you can see on his face it went from like calm and collected to like trying his best not to like open mouth like in awe of everything, and he will say, I don't know what is protecting us. I think the orb is the only thing that is currently holding these undead back, but the skeleton and Shira as well aren't wrong. It is impossible to fathom how many undead are around us. It hurts just to sense them all.
At this point, Verdun, it's fair to say Catalina can also hear you.
Yeah.
And she turns to you. An illusion can only hurt you if it's real. That's not what she said at all. An illusion can only hurt you if you believe in it. That's what she was going for.
It can only hurt you if it's real. It's
Yeah, well,
illusion.
fuck. Yeah, it can only hurt you if you believe in it.
I understand what she's trying to say, but at the same time, Verdun not being able to see it like with his regular eyes and using his like paladin magic to see it is the thing that's just like, I think that this might be on some level real, and it is a very real threat that we need to be aware of. But again, he only told Fennis this in a very quiet voice, not to,
While Verdun is saying this to Fennis, Shira, perhaps not Shira actually, I think Shira's currently sitting in the cart trying to recover from PTSD. Kiaran and Glax, you see this singular building which looks to be intact with smoke coming out the roof, though the smoke is quite pale and grey and it doesn't look particularly cozy, and you see no light coming from within the building. The street you're walking on is going to take you right by the front door.
Are we inside the mountains?
So, yes, you're inside the mountains. You're in a vast cavern,
right.
and within that
Right.
cavern is a ruined town in front of you.
Okay, right. Okay.
Would you do anything with the building that is billowing smoke?
Um, I mean, I'd point it out to people if they didn't see, but I think I mean, he's not the leader, so.
Okay. Oh, what about Kiaran? As he sees this house billowing smoke.
Yeah, I'll look at the building that's billowing smoke, and I'll look to the party, and I'll be like, looks like something's on fire in here. But that'll amount to the most that I'll say.
Okay. Oh, well, in that case,
then-
it comes to Verdun and Fennis. Fennis, as
Yeah,
Verdun informs you that we're surrounded by the undead, how are you feeling about that?
Not too pleased,
Oh, well, that's surprising. Go on.
to say the least. The only thing I can say is we are not staying here. We are not messing around.
Yeah, as
We need to be getting through here as quickly as possible.
Yeah, after Kiaran and Glax are like, there's a building up there. Verdant is just going to like quickly just be no, we're going through here. We're not doing any scavenging of the sorts. We are leaving. And Kiaran and Glax, you'll be able to notice that it seems like the composure that he usually has is, if anything, being forced.
Okay.
It's not like the natural stuff that he has.
At this moment, Verdun, make a charisma save.
Please, just don't give me
Shit's
a fucking
getting to you.
nat one. It's a 13.
You feel the urge to start running, but you get a hold of yourself and you keep walking. Relics turns to you and keep your mind focused on your goal. We're headed over there. And he points sort of past the village. As you continue to walk through this village, again the whispers echo round. Only 5 minutes have passed, so Fennis is currently still concentrating on protection versus evil. But I will need a charisma save from Glax, Kiaran, and Fennis, as the whispers reappear on the wind.
That's
It's a shame
23.
because the last time I got a nat 20.
Charisma, my favorite save as a druid.
Do you want me to make it as well?
You've just made it.
Okay.
That's 12 out of me.
12? Okay. Yeah, you hear these sort of whispers that you think, no, I'm focused, I'm continuing on my goal. Fennis, you begin to hear, we're coming back. We're returning. You better hope you're not in the way.
God, I wish I was a fucking cleric right now.
And then you just hear this piercing shriek. As this shriek sort of rushes towards you, Fennis, as if it's going to go through you. But although you wince, you see nothing around you. You are frightened, though as yet you are not sure what you are frightened of.
I'll take a moment to just shake my head, clap my cheeks a bit with my claws, and just get it to fucking together, man.
Clap your cheeks. Is this really the time to be twerking?
Bruh,
knew you
not
were gonna
those
say
cheeks. I will fucking clap you with those cheeks, though, if you want in a minute. Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Baby.
And
Woo!
as you walk past the building with the door closed, this is going to be a weird one. I need an initiative check to see who can react in time.
How long has it been?
You're at disadvantage.
Still?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't you say for an hour?
Mm-hmm. You've had 45 minutes.
Alright, well that's just a straight check then.
I genuinely don't think I can lose this with an extra D8.
No. That's an 8.
What is granting you the extra D8, Karen?
Boots.
Yeah, let's have a quick look at those and see if...
That's a one
You
time.
can sense impending danger, right? Yeah, cool. Okay, that's fine.
Boots of vigilant. After you
It's
roll
once per
initiative,
day,
you
yeah? You know that, right?
Yes.
So you've already used them.
Oh, okay. Then that's just this flat 18.
Okay, cool. 18. Yeah, Relic screams, hands over your ears! Fennis and Kiaran, you react as if instinctively, just clap your hands over your ears. The rest of you need to make a con save, please.
So good at those.
So I was fine, yeah?
Yeah.
Right.
Please don't give me your con saves right now. I'm busy trying to do 25 things at once. I will take them in a moment.
Whose problem is that?
Because I am going to take your initiative rolls as your battle initiative rolls too.
Oh, that's great. God, I wish I was a cleric right now. Just do a good old-fashioned turn undead. So useful.
Okay. Where's our counters? Verdun. Probably leading the way, to be fair. Prax was being curious over here. Thanos is here. And Kieran was also up front. As you guys pass this building with the smoke billowing out, after a short while, as you get a little further down the road, the door opens, and sort of with some sort of preternatural instinct, Relics turns and see what's about to happen. He calls, "Hands over your ears!" Immediately, Kieran and Fennis clap their hands over their ears. Everybody else, Glax, what was your con save, please?
15.
15, excellent. Shira, your con save, please. Oh, wait, you might make this an advantage. Sorry, bear with me a second, Shira. Shira, you don't have to make the roll.
Oh,
Protection versus evil will protect you from that.
nice.
Verdun,
Fucking
your
shit
con
at
save.
rolling today.
13.
Okay, you both got 13s. Exact 13s, both you and Glax.
He got a
Oh,
15. I got a 13.
Oh, okay. Gavin's unconscious as you hear this horrific shriek as two ugly-looking hags sort of move out, and one of them begins to scream, her mouth unearthly in its over-large width. Venice, you turn back and see these two creatures, slightly ethereal, but not completely. They have a sort of horrifying face. Teeth are missing. There's one eye socket that's just too big. This mouth is open in a sort of gaping roar. And the other one, sort of, one breast lies way too far down her body. And in its place of where the breast was is a deep gash. As you look at them, I need you to make a wisdom save, please.
That's a 14.
Cool. Yeah, you may go ahead and take your action as you would.
Okay, so the one that's screeching, I would like to attempt to take it in the neck with an arrow.
Okay.
Let's let loose one of those arrows. That's a 27 to hit with my Horizon Walker.
This man's good at the
warrior
game.
attack.
Yep. Every time I think, is he going to remember? He remembers. I'm very pleased. This is E2 who is screaming, by the way.
Yes, I will shoot that one straight in the neck then.
Yep.
27 to hit, that's going to
That'll
hit for
hit,
sure.
obviously.
Wait, that isn't.
Yep.
That's 10 plus. I'm actually going to designate it as favoured foe as well.
Good. Yep.
12.
This is
And
force
the
damage, correct?
Horizon Walker is an additional 4, so that's 16 force damage.
Fantastic. Good hit. Excellent work. Fennis, any other action this turn?
That was favoured foe, which is free use. Bonus action for playing a warrior. Regular action for attack.
And you're at 4-1 right now, right? So you've got no action surge and no second attack. Yeah, cool.
No action surge, no second attack yet. Where is Relic?
Relics, sorry, did I turn him off as well?
Yes.
He was leading the way over here.
Then what I shall do is I shall call out, get behind Relic.
Okay. Bear in mind, by the way, that Shira is the cart. Okay. There is also an unconscious Gavin in there.
I will. Okay. Can I grab back Gavin as a free interaction?
Not from inside the cart. I think it's best you leave him there under the blankets where he's protected. But
Right.
he is
Okay.
unconscious.
Under the blankets. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Right.
Cool. Any movement,
For the
Fennis?
time being, I don't like the look of these, so I'm going to get myself just tucked in behind Relic and
Yeah. I'm going to move Relic
be at the
forward
ready
just
to
to
fire
one,
off again
just
next
for
time.
the purpose of life. Okay, cool. Kieran, you also clapped your hands over your ears. You didn't hear the originating shriek. As you see these nasty-looking beasties, go ahead and give me a wisdom save, please. Salty, you're muted, by the way.
I talked to myself as I narrated how terrible the roll was, but it's an 11.
An 11. You'll be frightened of E2.
Frightened of E2.
Actually, hold on,
Well, I
sorry.
guess I.
You're frightened of both. You may repeat the saving throw at the end of your turns
Even better.
with disadvantage if you're in line of sight.
Well, with that, I stand still and do nothing.
Yeah, that sounds fun. You know, no spell you want to cast. You can cast on them. You would have disadvantage on an attack roll, but if it's a save for them, then it makes no difference.
Yeah. Well, fair enough. Well, I guess at that point, I'll cast Spike Growth underneath them and on the way towards us.
Okay, fantastic. Do they make a save on their turn, or do they make a save when you cast it?
It's
They
when
make a save to see it.
anytime they move
Player
inside
using
of it,
Yeah.
they have to take it, and it's camouflaged so it looks natural, so they can't naturally see it.
Yeah, cool. That makes sense. Fantastic. Okay. Does that conclude your turn, Karen?
That will conclude my turn.
Okay, Glax, you're up as you turn to see these two horrifying creatures. Give me your wisdom save, please. Oh, sorry, Kieran, wisdom save disadvantage.
Again, another one.
At the end of your turn, once you're frightened, you make a wisdom save with disadvantage.
Okay, all right. Let's see. Oh my god, I rolled that.
It's
off
hitting,
of my
isn't it?
turn.
It's hitting.
So that's 17 and a 16. So
Great, you are no longer
16
frightened. Glax, your wisdom save?
21.
16.
Cool, you're not frightened of anything. It's your moment. And
Okay, I will cast Hex.
E2 has
on
been hit,
E-
E1 hasn't, yeah?
Yep, as on E1, as that mist envelops him, I will then cast an Eldritch Blast,
Fantastic. Go ahead, roll the hit.
which
Started
is
blasting.
a 15 to hit.
15 will hit.
Cool. And that is 7 force damage and a 4 necrotic damage.
Okay, you see the Eldritch Blast hit full belt, and the screaming hag sort of recoils slightly, but then the hex sort of flares, and you don't see her notice.
Yeah, I assume so.
It's alright.
But I didn't hex them for necrotic damage.
I figured.
And then that is a 24 to hit.
Yeah.
And that is 9 force damage. And then 3 necrotic damage.
Okay. So just the 9. Fantastic. Does that conclude your turn, Glax?
It does.
Okay. The hag raises its hand, E2, this is, and it points at Verdun. Come to me. Verdun, that will be a 23 to hit you. Sorry.
Fuck.
Yeah,
that
that will
hits.
deal 7 necrotic damage, and you will be pulled 10 foot towards them.
That's 3 necrotic damage, baby! Fuck!
Cool, that's fine. Kieran, where's your spike growth exactly? It's on the way leading up to them, right? Yeah, that's
Yes.
good, isn't it? Oh, marvelous. I hope that is going to happen.
He's taking 4d4.
For every 5 foot or every 10 foot?
For every 5 foot. It's 2d4 per 5 foot.
Oh,
so he's
sorry,
taking-
right, I see. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, that's fine.
You're going to be taking 13 damage.
piercing damage from Kieran. Thank him later.
I'm gonna punch him in the fucking face.
Shira. Feeling protected from these beasts, you're not even hearing this wail as you turn in the cart and you see these two horrifying hags. You do not have to make a wisdom save, as you cannot be frightened. What are you doing?
You also see me standing next to you.
Also, Fennis, can we just take a moment? Protection versus evil. Absolute beast right now. Shira, what are you
Oh
doing?
yeah.
Actually, before you roll, sorry, Shira, just before you roll, can I have an Arcana check from you? Because I think Shira would know something about these.
I think Shira's a dumbass.
You know that non-magical weapons are unlikely to harm these creatures. That's as much as you can remember.
Within that one, I can remember something. Holy
Yeah,
shit! I
that's
thought I
all
was
you
gonna
remember.
drool.
Well, in all fairness, I think that Shire would know that that's the case. So anything that's incorporeal, so that's where you're at with the nat one. But as you struggle to remember what they can resist and what they're immune to, it slips your mind. You can't remember if it was a banshee or a manshee. You're sure it's one of the two. Go ahead and take a turn.
Fucking, I hate this game. Oh, I quit. Shira's leaving the party.
Is she?
Oh no.
What is she
Yeah, I
doing
hate
while
this
she's leaving the party?
I meant like for the campaign forever.
Oh, okay. Why is that? What have you got?
No.
Was just tired of his bad rolls.
That's fair enough. I'd be quite worried if my expert in Arcana was walking around calling them man-shees as well.
Oh no.
Hey,
God,
what
give
did
it-
you roll?
Have you got any
I
plan?
rolled a nat 1.
Mo.
Sorry, have you got a
It's my
plan?
second nat 1 today.
You got a spell?
Uh,
for us?
Yeah, can they give me a wisdom saving throw?
Yes,
both of them?
they can. You slowing a bitch?
Yeah, I'm slowing them both.
I don't like how excited you got about that, James.
No, it was just I have a lot of immunities to read, but none of them read slow. That's a 16 and a 23.
Okay, I'm gonna go fucking play another game. Bye, guys.
I'm sorry, dude. That's like the only thing they're any good at.
I know they would be good at wisdom
But
saving
they're
throws.
also immune to pretty much everything you can cast, right? So, no, that's not fair. You have Chromatic Orb. Verdun. You'll probably die getting there, but, well, hey, it's your turn. In all fairness, the spike growth is only down the central path, so if you wanted to walk around, you could.
Or I could just open my wings,
Yeah, that's true. You can fly. Off you go.
fly it like right above it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
just-
hate
Alright.
to tell you otherwise, James, but it's 120 feet of spike growth.
Isn't that the length?
Yeah, it's
The range, sorry? The range, not the length. That's what I'm saying.
let me make sure real quick.
Yeah, it's 20-foot radius.
20 foot, okay, thank God.
I thought it was hidden anyways to make it look natural.
It is, but Verdun's just had it stick in his feet. I think he knows it's there. So Verdun, before you do anything, as you turn to see these horrifying creatures... Oh, shit! You're already frightened. Yeah, I forgot about that. You're frightened right now. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna action cast heroism on myself, though I'm not frightened anymore.
Cool, you cast heroism on yourself. Go ahead and gain 4 temporary HP. Are you going anywhere?
No, it also it says this creature becomes immune to frighten.
Yeah, I know. Are you going anywhere?
No.
He casts Hero on himself and he bravely stands still.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Cool. I need a con save out of
and-
everyone apart from Shira. Sorry, Verdun. Did you have something else?
Yeah, I was gonna have Catalina cast.
Oh, she could
Cure
probably be
Wounds,
useful.
but-
Yeah. Let's
yeah,
have her do
second
something.
Second level cure wounds me again because
Okay, cool.
God.
That's a 10.
10.
I need a con save out of everybody apart from Shira, please.
Yay.
Ooh, it's pretty good.
Honestly, what would I roll?
Probably a nat 20, Moon, because it's not relevant. I called it! I called it! It's a nat 20 for Moon. Well, you should have saved that roll, shouldn't you? Did anybody get below a 13?
Yes.
Fennis, you're unconscious. 0 HP.
That's great.
Anybody else below 13?
No.
Glax, what did you get?
I got a 13.
Okay, cool. If you got between a 13 and a 20, you will take 22 psychic damage. And if you got above a 20, nothing happens. Cool. And that brings us to
I
our...
hate you, James.
Oh, good. That's nice. Whereas, Moon, you're immune to everything, so enjoy that as you sit over there. And that leads
No,
us
not anymore.
to our skeleton friend.
Not anymore. Not anymore. Protection's down because Fennis went down.
From now onwards, you're not immune to anything. Good luck. That is an 8d4 of piercing damage.
8d4? Alright, I'll roll that for
I
you.
wrote it already. You're fine. He is resistant to piercing damage, so he doesn't really care. As he steps across your spikes, and it seems the ground is a little uncomfortable right now. And then he swings. He will make his 4 attacks. And as he swings once, twice, thrice, 4 times, his sword just passes straight through these banshees. And that will conclude his turn. Fennis, death save, please.
Oh.
That's a 7. Nice. Karen, you're up.
James, you're the worst.
I'll as my head turns into the shape of an owl, I'll put my heads up to the moon, and then a beam of moonlight will fall down, breaking concentration on the spikes.
Uh-huh.
On centering between anyone, hitting both of them.
That's a 3 and a 19 for the saves.
Do they have to save right here? I thought they only had to save in the start of their turns.
Yeah, they have to save at the start of their turn. We've been over this many a times.
No, because when you cast it, it is them entering the spell's area for the first time.
Oh.
Okay, well,
2d10
so
radiant,
3 and
right?
a 19, you said?
Yep, 2d10 radiant, right?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and throw me that damage.
Alright, they will be the success will take, well, that's beautiful, 4, and the fail will take 8.
Oh, close, but not quite. E2 looks nearly dead. E1 looks pretty chill.
And for the sake of my health alone, I'm gonna bonus action, and I'm going to transform into the shape of a wolf.
Okay, you're not frightened, so do you want to move at all?
As seeing as how the swords did nothing, I know that
They do nothing.
I'm quite useless at this point, except for being a body. So I will run up to the front of them for something for them to attack,
Yep.
but I won't be
make any
attacking
swings or
them.
anything. Yep, that's fine. It's quite a strong move, to be fair. Glax, you're up. E2 is looking nearly dead. E1 is looking splendid.
Sully, couldn't you just turn into a spider and web them? Or do poison damage?
Something tells me they might not be able to get webbed.
Yeah, they're spirits.
They're spirits.
To be fair.
Something tells me they're also immune to poison. Go ahead, Glax.
It was just a thought. It was
You
just
could
a
do.
thought. Okay, so as a bonus action, the hex on E1 will start spreading to E2 as it becomes maddening. They will both take 5 psychic damage.
They seem unaffected.
Okay, so my hex was just useless. Great.
All of our damage is just useless.
Not
Alright,
quite.
then I'll fire some Eldritch Blast.
This damage is pretty useful. As was Fennis's until he went unconscious.
That's a 16 to hit.
That'll hit.
E1.
You're going to hit the one that's not nearly dead or the one that is nearly dead?
Okay, yeah, I'll switch to E2.
Okay, cool. That's what you've been hexing, right? That's what you hex first, so. Yeah. You didn't always do big damage.
That is 13 force damage.
Cool. Can I assume that because they are undead, you are shooting to kill?
What a weird sentence. If they're undead, surely they can't die.
No, I know, but like you rip through their mortal energies. E2 is.
I just assumed that it just goes straight through them and they just disappear.
Yeah, E2's just wandered off somewhere. We're not sure
Okay.
where. Second hex.
And then the second hex is a 15 to hit.
That'll hit.
And that is 6 force damage.
That's unfortunate. That's not great damage. That concludes your turn. Shari, you're
Yeah.
up.
Can I make another attempt to discern them to see if I can figure out
Yeah.
what they were weak
Go
to?
ahead and make an Arcana check.
I roll another nat one. I swear to God. Okay, that's much
Okay.
better. How about
They
26?
are immune to poison, cold, necrotic, and psychic, and they are resistant to lightning, thunder, fire, acid, bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing.
By non-magical means or just period?
All those would be magical.
No, I mean, like the slashing.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
non-magical.
Did you say thunder in there?
Resistances: lightning, thunder, fire, and acid. Immunity:
And then-
poison, cold, necrotic, psychic.
You said I could hurt them? Question mark?
Yeah, I mean, you can hurt them, they're resistant. I don't think Chromatic Orb has a damage type they're not anything to, but you can hurt them by using lightning or thunder. You also work out that if you had magic missiles, it'd be useful, but you don't have it. Sorry, I really thought you had magic missiles when I started that sentence. Yeah.
I did in session 1.
Yeah, you did, didn't you? Okay, cool.
And then
I'm not
I
dreaming.
didn't prep it.
I'm not dreaming. Okay, cool. Yeah, you work out that lightning or thunder damage will hurt them, and they don't look particularly tough. It just won't do maximum damage. Alternatively, you could, I don't know, chromatic orb Fennis and kill him off.
I like that idea.
I know you do, but I'm not going to allow it.
A chromatic orb. Is one of them dead? Or
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, Glax battered the shit out of them.
Okay.
No,
chromatic
we
orb,
don't
the
know
other
where
one.
it went.
No,
Okay,
it died. I was
it's
just
dead.
taking the piss. Yes.
Yeah, I know.
Go ahead.
A
roll the next
chromatic
one.
orb for whatever fucking damage type you give a fuck about him taking.
Lightning or thunder. Yep, it will be resistance
I'm
too.
not gonna remember that shit.
That's fine. Go ahead and
Do
roll the hit.
anything. 24.
That'll most definitely hit. Go ahead and give me some damage.
15, so halved to 8 or 7.
7.
And then
Okay, it is looking severely wounded, but not dead. Verdun. Sorry, Shara. Any bonus action or movement speed?
Who's down?
Fennis be fucked.
I'm just gonna lean over to Fennis and start shaking him wildly. Fennis, wake up! Wake up!
pull yourself together.
Come on, man!
Shara walks over, is like, where the fuck is my protection versus evil, you useless bird? Verdun,
I'm
you're
gonna,
up.
yeah, I'm gonna fly up and I'm gonna attack the.
Did
the
you
bunch.
succeed in your wisdom save at the end of last turn?
No, I'm hero.
Oh, I have to
Oh,
do
you're
one of
heroism.
those.
No, you
Yeah.
don't, because you saved the first time because you had immunity, you are immune to it for 24 hours.
Oh.
That's
Okay.
this Banshee's effect, not the screaming, scary dudes that came running towards you in the middle of the night.
That's a 19
To do what?
to hit.
Oh, to hit a bitch? Yeah. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. That will 10 damage.
Okay, as you slice its aura, it looks hurt. Oh, sorry.
It's magic. Magic.
I know.
for Skill damage. I will attack again. There's a 12 hit.
Yep.
Oh god. All right. Fuck yeah. Yeah, that's better. That's 15.
Beautiful. As you sunder this beast in pieces, can you describe how Catalina heals Fennis, please?
Yeah. She flies up and just like sticks the needle like in his like beak nose, and casts Cure Wounds.
Okay. As Fennis, sorry, can we have the healing on that?
4.
Okay.
That will have to do.
At this moment, Relic starts dragging Klopp and the cart. Come on, we've got to get moving. There's shelter over there. And he leads you a little way down in your wounded and disheveled states. And after a while, you see as the cavern begins to go downwards steeply, and you see a river of acid running along the right. But there's a deep crevice on the left, and as you look back, Verdun, you could swear the pressure's gone. It's like you've left that town behind and you've moved somewhere else. I need a con save from everyone, please.
Dude, fuck off.
Fuck you, dude.
Honestly, you're gonna love next session. That's all I'm gonna say, because all the saves are
My
intelligence.
God, I love Constitution saving throws.
Pass me the 13.
That's a 22 for me
Did
because
anyone-
I'm
I'm
gonna be giving
good at
damage.
it.
Did anybody get below a 10?
Yeah.
Okay, good. You will take 1 level of exhaustion,
Oh,
as
okay.
the air here is incredibly difficult to breathe in.
I quit.
However, Rex pulls you to the side. You may take a short rest here. As very briefly, Relics will stand protector in the edge of this cavern. And it'll give you an hour. It'll actually take a couple of hours of respite. So a short rest you may have, but nothing else. And with that, we shall end. So, yet again, another peaceful and pleasant session in the Sundering.
As always.
I'll come first to... What did I do last? Josh? I think? Yeah. Your MVP, please, Josh.
My MVP is the murder hobo that is Glax.
No,
Knocking
he
things
knocks
all
everyone
over the place.
unconscious.
Yeah.
Now he's a murder hobo.
Yeah, pretty much.
Cool. Going back one step, I think the next one is Oscar.
Would say that my MVP would probably go to our dwarf friend for being the most useful member of our party by far.
Who the
And
fuck
by
is a
that,
dwarf?
I mean... Huh?
Who's a dwarf?
Is he not a dwarf?
Who?
The
skeleton or the
unconscious-
gnome?
Oh,
The
Gavin,
gnome,
oh.
no, I'm sorry,
Okay,
gnome.
Right, the skeleton, the gnome, or the robot. You have 3 companions, none of them are dwarf. Yes,
And by that, I mean protection
he's a
against good and evil.
16-year-old gnome, and all he's got is invisibility. Come on.
Yes, and by that I mean protection against good and evil was definitely the MVP
Yeah,
of this
that
session.
was sick. I didn't even know somebody had it prepped. I think there's a circle of protection against good and evil, or that might just be something that is in 3rd edition or 4th edition. But yeah, really, really strong. Going back a night, Duff.
You keep giving me fucking Constitution saving throws, and I'm shit at Constitution, and so I keep fucking failing.
Ow!
Because I only have because I specifically didn't build him into a tank because everyone was just like,
Oh, you got
you have a
Kiaran, yeah.
druid. Kiaran will be the tank, and then I keep having to be the tank then.
No, he's
Having
only
you
failed
or
to get
deciding
forwards
to do
once.
it yourself.
Yeah, no, to be fair, you were frightened this turn. But in general, no. I mean, I think Verden's taken a few hits, but you haven't gone down. You're doing all right. You succeeded in the
This
one that
turn,
mattered.
yeah.
You didn't get unconscious. What about you, Moon? Apart from your wonderful Arcana check discovering about the man-cheese, have you got any other MVPs
The
for us?
man cheese. You calling my nat 20 just for shits and giggles? That was pretty good. Fucking hate this game.
Yeah.
My wonderful attempt to waste a counter spell in character, and you just being like, please, just for me to use that spell slot to do fucking nothing, anyways.
Yeah, I just thought that Counterspell was a weird reaction to multiple.
I don't think it's a
scary
weird
beasts.
reaction to something casting a spell on me and me freaking the fuck out.
Yeah, perhaps.
I think I know how my character would react.
Fair.
Also, my definite favorite one though was let's see if your character agrees with you.
Yeah. I enjoyed that too.
Yeah, that
Jamal.
was a good one as well. Just how much the fucking protection from evil actually did.
Mhm.
Oh, that was surprising. I was expecting it to just be like, oh yeah, Shira can save a throw or two, but then I wasn't expecting it to do that.
Immune to frightened was pretty much the absolute best physical thing you could do in that moment. Like,
See, I would.
there was nothing better you could have done.
I'd prepare that for Catalina, but I can't control what spells she has.
No, you can't.
which I
Besides,
hate.
it's kind of cool on like that it's like up to you guys to bring the flavorful stuff, and she's just there to poke you with a heal and bring people off the ground. you
Yeah,
know?
that's true.
Yeah.
It's just that
I do worry though, because Darth just throws her spell slots out willy nilly. Like when you guys actually need to get somebody off the floor, your cleric's going to be completely useless. She's going to be casting Sacred Flame.
I get yelled at when I don't use my spell
No,
slots.
no, no,
I get
you
yelled
should
at when
use
I
your spell
use the
slots.
slots.
You should use your spell slots. The person who
The
can pick people
problem
off the
is-
ground should save them.
The problem is that I keep getting hit with so much damage
Yeah.
all at once, knocking me
I
so
I
far
have
down.
come to the
close
conclusion that there is no reason ever to heal somebody who's not unconscious in D&D. Unless they're a barbarian.
death. Okay.
Because then they get double the HP, right? Anyway, and that brings me to me.
Clerics.
Um,
Alright, I got one more actually that I
oh, sorry,
forgot
go
about.
on, man. Yeah.
Introducing my entire party to the magic effect of slow.
Oh, yeah, slow
The
is
most-
cool.
Underrated fucking spell in the entire game.
It is really good, yeah.
Yeah, that is true.
cool.
I have 2 MVPs. My first MVP goes to Josh's determination that we're entering the Mines of Moria. My second one goes to you guys' reactions when this thing came on the screen. Like there was some of you going yay and some of you going oh, which I really enjoyed.
Okay.
Yeah. So no, I definitely enjoyed that. But overall, I love the complete random dice flip of who's going to be really effective in combat each turn. Like, so we had the
Right.
fight with the owlbears where Shira just like aced the whole thing with one spell. And Kiaran was all like, you know, all wolves up in their grill. And then the following combat, like Kiaran acknowledges he can't do damage. Shira makes an Arcana check to realize she can't do much. Verdon's stuck 25 foot away and feared, and Fennis is unconscious. You know, and it's suddenly up to, and the skeleton
Now-
who did for 50 damage a turn against the owlbears, did 0 to the banshees.
So Jade,
Yeah.
you say with the one spell, imagine if I didn't roll a fucking 1 for my initiative.
Yeah,
How
even so
nuts
though,
that
like
spell
even
would've been
so,
for
it's
everyone.
yeah. I mean, it's great if you get a great roll in initiative, but it's also just pretty good anyway. Like the owlbears had like 140 HP each, so they were
Well,
definitely
everyone
lasting.
would have taken way less damage because he couldn't have done the 2 claw attacks after
Yeah,
knocking
yeah.
them up. He would have
Oh,
not been
definitely.
able to do that.
Definitely, it's
People
got a
probably
huge
would have hit
effect.
more often. Such a nutty spell.
But yeah, no, really, really strong. But we'll see. You know, different. But I just love that in every different fight that you guys get, different people shine and different people show their strengths, right? And even in the non-combat stuff,
I don't
like
want magic missile.
you know, Verdun easily lifting the card out of the snow, Fennis with the protection versus evil, the bull using the sort of anti-evil radiating, Kiaran being a wolf in the middle of the snow. You know, there's so many different ways that you guys are finding ways to thrive, and I'm really enjoying that. So that's my biggest MVP.
I think I need to have magic missiles from now on.
Yeah, it's usually a safe bet. I think that's
Yeah.
why most people prep it. It's just like, oh, let's just do damage against something.
Yeah, you know, I prepped it originally because it's just a non-magical damage spell that's a spell. And then I just took it off for whatever fucking reason. I forgot why I took it off. And I just never put it back. And I was prepping spells today. I was like, magic missile seems like it'd be probably pretty useful. And I just didn't fucking prep it.
Yeah, well, that's fair. We're gonna do a weird raid today. We are gonna raid somewhere that have nothing to do with D&D and nothing to do with anything. But I like turtles, so that's where we're gonna go. We're gonna go to Turtles and Chill.
I like turtles.
Yeah, exactly.
Turtles in their shoots, my friend.
So basically, this is a Twitch channel which focuses on keeping music playing 24 hours a day, peaceful, chilled music hours, 24 hours a day, and on a tank full of turtles and fish. If you have never seen it, it really is worth checking out for a couple of minutes. It's a brilliant place to go. So yeah, we won't bother raid calling or anything because there won't be anybody there. I just wanted to introduce some people to it. So if you guys would like to say goodbye,
Check out the
Bye.
YouTube channel.
See you next
Have a
week.
good day.
and we shall see you
Bye.
soon.